I'm gonna start recording. But yeah, we're playing More Parallel Justice, and yeah, if you guys weren't here for Friday's stream, I'm gonna explain why this looks weird, why my face looks weird, why my stream looks weird. Basically, if you weren't here on Friday's stream, then you won't know that basically on that stream, my Twitch studio wouldn't pick up my would not pick up my webcam, and so I had to go cameraless, and I literally had to restart Twitch studio to see if it would work, and my thing and then it just died. Like, then my webcam source in Twitch studio died. So yeah, this looks weird from my perspective. I don't know about you guys, because I'm now using OBS. I switched to OBS earlier when I got home, because Twitch Studio, man, I could complain about Twitch Studio for a little while, but basically it was mainly down to webcam stuff that there'll be times where it wouldn't pick up my source. And also with Twitch Studio, there'd be times where, if you've seen some of my other streams as of the past few months, where it would suddenly stop picking up my microphone, or like suddenly change sources for no reason whatsoever. And I don't know why. It's just suddenly started doing that, because it never happened before I got my webcam, and I think it's just Twitch Studio being Twitch Studio, because I tested OBS a little bit earlier. Oh, we are flipped. Yes. I'm gonna split. Yes, we are flipped. Okay, technically we're flipped the correct way, because on Twitch Studio, I would flip it horizontally. This is the correct way of how it should be, but on Twitch Studio, I'd flip it horizontally. But now on OBS, I don't have the option to flip it horizontally. So this is how my camera would normally pick video feed up. But yeah, on Twitch Studio, I'll just flip it horizontally, because I don't know why. This just looks weird. This looks weird to me. Like, it being flipped this way looks weird to me. So I used to flip it horizontally. But yeah. It's my... I don't know why, but... Yeah, I'm gonna turn my playlist up a little bit more. I'm still getting used to OBS, actually. This feels weird. Not gonna lie. But I'm gonna probably still continue to use OBS for a while, because of how weird, because just how kind of buggy Twitch Studio used to be. Twitch Studio has been, especially in like the past few months, just not picking up, just sometimes breaking my audio, and sometimes just not picking up my webcam. Those are the main two reasons why I'm probably not going to use Twitch Studio for a while, until they bring out an update, and then maybe I'll go back to Twitch Studio. I'm not sure. Depends how used I get to OBS, really. So yeah, you'll probably notice a few other changes as well. Like, for example, the text on screen that says about the donation. Oh shit! I didn't open up Mix It Up. I didn't open up Mix It Up. That's what I forgot. Didn't open up Mix It Up. I just forgot. Like, literally, right as I clicked start streaming, I realised that I hadn't opened Spotify to put my playlist on. So, yeah. But yeah, you'll notice a few other differences as well. Like, for example, we don't have the follower goal on screen. That's because Twitch Studio has a ton of pre-made stuff built within it. While with... Oh shit, I haven't done video essay of the week. I know which one I wanted to add, I just forgot to add it. But yeah, we don't have a follower goal on screen. We still have the follower goal. It's just not on screen. That's because Twitch Studio has like a bunch of pre-made stuff, while with OBS, it just, you have to like use extensions or other stuff like Streamlabs to do like alerts and stuff like that. You have to use a ton of like, you have to use like mainly Streamlabs to use to like make the chat appear on screen and stuff, and stuff like that, and like the alerts and stuff. While with Twitch Studio, like there's already the alerts and chat are like already built into the app, so you don't need to like use Streamlabs or whatever to, or like added browser source to do the alerts and stuff. And my brain is not braining because I'm just getting the video essay of the week. This week's video essay of the week. I remember adding this like the other day as well, and I was like, okay, I've got to add this to my gotta add this to mix it up whenever I get home, and I just forgot to. I think I watched this on like Tuesday or something, or like Wednesday, and I just forgot to add it. So yeah, this week's video essay of the week is "The Simple Genius of Ace Attorney" by Cool Car Guy. That's the video essay of the week. So I am tempted to maybe one day, like if I don't have a video essay of the week, I'll just like link my video essays playlist, because I have pretty much almost every video essay I've like watched on this playlist. I have 130. There's 130 videos on it, and it's public. So I think one day I'm going to add it. I'm gonna like add it as a thing when I don't have a like video essay of the week, basically. But yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think there's anything really else to say about me moving. I don't think there's anything else for me to say, really, about me moving from Twitch Studio to OBS. Yeah, so today we're going to be playing more Apollo Justice. We're playing more How's Uni. It's going okay. It's going pretty good, actually. I think I'm pretty much almost done with two of my assignments. The two assignments that are due at the end of March. I think I have like 200-ish words on one of my assignments to do, and then I have another 600 words on another assignment to do. Hope you're good. Nice be so much easier for your over the Twitch one, I bet. I mean, there's pros and cons to it, definitely, but you know what? It has been like slightly better, actually, because it has been pretty much better though, because it's not cutting out my webcam or my mic anymore. OBS isn't cutting out my mic or, why did I say anymore? This is my first time using OBS, but it's not cutting out my webcam or mic. It's not cutting out my mic like Twitch Studio used to be. So yeah, I'm good. By the way, guys, welcome on in. But yeah, I'm almost done with two of my assignments. Now you may be thinking, Poppy, why are you saying that 600 words isn't a lot? That sounds like a lot. Well, that's like 2 sections. I have an abstract, which is basically a summary, which is gonna be easy. That I think, and then I have a discussion. Then I have a discussion, which is just like limitation, like pros and cons of what you've just written, basically. So yeah, and then I think we're doing, and this is on the research methods one. This is on like a quantitative report, and we're gonna get help with that next week. And yeah, OBS been around longer. So they have it down to a T. So I think Oh yeah, that's actually that's actually kind of understandable actually. I'm not gonna lie, the only reason I didn't start off using OBS like 3.5 years ago when I first started streaming is that I downloaded OBS and I opened it and I looked at it. I was like, that looks too complicated. Never touched it until now. And then when I was like first starting out, I opened Touch Studio and I was like, less complicated. This looks easy to use. And so I started using that, and then I was using that for like 3.5 years, and then now I'm just using OBS because it's just kind of like better. It's just better. I mean, the follower goals aren't great because whenever I've it is confusing indeed, but once you have the hang of it, all good. Yeah, exactly. Like I did look at a few tutorials like earlier, and I think it's just like me getting used to it now. It's just me like getting used to OBS now because I kind of have like my main things here. So yeah. I was gonna say. Yeah, it's making the sauces and such. Yeah, I think the hardest thing was me making a like separate scene for all of my audio sources and then linking that to every single one of my other scenes. That was like it. That's like that's like the hardest thing, and that took me like 20 minutes. Like, and I think that's just because of like how many audios like I put in, because it was like I had to launch a few games to actually like a few games I stream like decently regularly, so I don't. Yeah, totally with you on that. Yeah, I had to open a few games that I kind of stream like decently regularly, or like decently regularly, so that I don't forget. I mean, there are a few other games that I need to add to my audio mixer, like Dark Deception, Super Dark Deception, and like Roblox and Terraria. But I don't stream those as often as I stream like Apollo Justice or whatever. And like the games I have now on my audio mixer are Apollo Justice, Great Ace Attorney, Minecraft, Monsters and Mortals, Phasmophobia, Sims 4, and Sticky Business. And those are the games that I plan to stream like in like the decently near future. I just have everything come through desktop audio. I'm that basic. I just kind of like being able to manipulate like all my audios. Like, I think I have that with Twitch Studio. I'm not gonna open up Twitch Studio because I don't know how that will fuck up my stream. It probably will fuck up my stream if I open Twitch Studio now. But I'm pretty sure I have a ton of games like just separated into their own separate audios on Twitch Studio. It just makes it. I just like having the separated audios of different games, just so I can easily manipulate them. Hurrah! OBS all the way. It's really good. Welcome on in, Chicken Nugget. Welcome on in. Thank you. Yeah, it is decently good. I understand why it's quite popular now, because when I first started streaming, I was just like, this looks too complicated, and I just used Twitch Studio instead. But now I'm just like, finally, I streaming software that doesn't, you know, break my mic source, my mic audio source, or doesn't break or like break my webcam source or whatever. Well, yeah, I will admit I use Streamlabs OBS for Dummies. What? How dare that? Yeah, how dare you? I'm not gonna lie, I use Streamlabs for alerts though. I use Streamlabs for the alerts and to put the chat on screen. Not gonna lie, my stream looks much more like crunchy on OBS than it does on my phone. So I'm gonna just say that the quality is fine. My stream has always kind of looked crunchy, and I think the coloring is fucked up on my stream actually, now that I'm looking at it, because you see that pillow right there? You see that pillow, that elf pillow right there? That's red, but it's coming up through OBS as pink. I need to mess around with the coloring, because I did kind of mess around with the saturation before, and so this this stream might be slightly more saturated, not too noticeable, but if you look there, that's fucking pink instead of red. And I'm not really used to this being flipped. I couldn't figure out how to flip my camera horizontally. So yeah, because there's a flip horizontally like thing on Twitch Studio, and yeah, there are a few downsides to. Thank you for the luck, chicken nugget. But yeah, there are a few downsides to OBS, but overall it's better than Twitch Studio. Like for example, the follower goals being like messed up when you put them on screen, and not being able to flip horizontally. But that's it. Anyways. I want to get into. I'm off. I must make din-dins. Fair. What are you having for dinner? But yeah, I'm going to switch over to Apollo Justice because we have, from what I looked at, I think we have 2 more parts left. We have an investigation and we have a trial. And the second trial, is not separated into 2 parts like the first trial was. It's just 1 part. So hopefully that doesn't take too long. But yeah, we have investigation and investigation and trial. Thank you for the lurk, Nordic. Welcome on in. Thank you for the lurk. Yeah, hopefully. Oh, it actually works. I was kind of not gonna lie. I was trying to start on the game capture earlier, and I was like, okay, what the fuck? How do I sort this out? Because at first, because I originally tested trying to start out. I'm gonna put my phone on charge. But I originally tried testing out the game capture with Minecraft, and it didn't show up with like I tried like putting it through like having OBS tried to pick up the launcher, and it just wouldn't. And it was either it wouldn't, or it took me a few tries to try and get it. Yeah, I didn't realize this when we first played. Streamlabs is just easier for me to understand being visually impaired. There's so much I can do on it. I tried OBS and personally didn't get along with it. You know what? That is completely fair. That is completely fair. I didn't realize that we had separate save slots for the first Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, and Spirit of Justice. I did not realize that at all, so I can just save as much as I want. I think this is the game with the most save files, because I think with the Phoenix Wright trilogy we only got 10 for all 3 games, and then with Great Satanic Chronicles, I don't know about the second game, but I know for Adventures that I think we get like also 10 slots. And now we get like what? About how many? 10 for each game. Plus an autosave. We also have an autosave for Great Satanic Chronicles. We don't have a autosave for Phoenix Wright. But yeah, this is the game with definitely the most saves, with like how many? 33 slots, because 10 normal save slots and then 3 autosaves. Anyways, let's get back into Turnabout Corner. That's the episode we are on today. And we're back at Write Anything Agency. What a train wreck that was. I'm glad we made it out of that trial alive. Really? I had fun. And Wacky made it through the day too. Everyone was too obsessed with panties to bother with the real case. But it was good publicity. Imagine the crowd at my show tonight. You should come, Polly. Yeah. Did Mason and Mr. Howell be making an appearance? Hi folks, I'll be here all week. That's about enough of him. Hello? Oh, it's Alita. Ah, Miss Tiala. I need to put my moon lamp on charge. I keep forgetting to put this on charge before stream. And then it just dies during stream. Thank you for today. The trial went well. I guess it kinda did. Alright, no problem. Yeah, the trial did went well from what I can remember on Friday. Not gonna lie, I don't remember much of what we did on Friday. I don't remember much at all. Don't remember much at all. Do you think Rocky will be okay? Well, he's not guilty. Yeah. Please, you have to help him. We're supposed to get married next month. Oh, congratulations. Way to put the pressure on a guy. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help. We can talk to her. Talk to her about a marriage. Are you sure about marrying into the Kitaki family? I'm fine with it. And I love Waki with all my heart. Oh, that's so sweet. So it doesn't bother you that you'll be married to the mob? I don't think so. My parents are against it, of course. Say, what did you and Waki first meet anyway? Good question. Miss Tiala doesn't look like the type to have gangster connections. Oh, we met at my old job actually. Ah, office romance. She's not very forthcoming with information about herself, is she? Let's ask her about the Kitakis. Did you know that the boss is trying to get out of the business? Really? Mr. Kitaki wants to quit being a gangster. He's trying to transfer his assets into a normal company. He only announced it recently, out of the blue. I hear there's quite a lot of confusion in the ranks. I wonder if this explains that apron. Oh yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. I can't imagine Waki going along with that. Okay, that makes slightly more sense actually with how Waki's been acting. Yeah, he's highly motivated, isn't he? And that's not the word I would have used. He said, I'll be the next big boss and keep the family alive. I think he's at that age when boys want to make a mark on the world. That's not the way I would have put it. His father moves in a lot of circles. He's really focused on profits. The Kitaki family has been making a killing recently. Again, not the way I would have put it. But Waki says it's not about the money. They have the gangster tradition to uphold. Oh, a generation gap. They've even got the ever classic, what about the family business thing going? Usually it's the father worried about tradition. Yeah, let's ask more about Waki. Can I ask you a question about Waki? I understand he was operated on by the victim, Dr. Maractus. Maractus? I think that's how you say it. Apparently, yes. I was his client about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just let me go. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So gotta go in, get another doc to patch it up again. Oh yeah, he was shot, I think, wasn't he? Yes, it sounded horrible. Waki has always been fond of fighting, I'm afraid. I'm not sure it qualifies as fighting when pistols are involved. Mr. Gavin was saying his life might be in danger, wasn't he? No, that can't be right. I'm sure he was just trying to scare us. It's scary to think that a surgeon might make a mistake. But it's even scarier when he tries to hide it. I'd like to know a little more about this operation. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus clinic a visit. I should be getting home now. Waki's in your hands, Mr. Justice. Right. Leave it to me. Apollo, I think you're only making her more nervous. Sorry, I'm new at this, okay? Yeah, this is Apollo's second case. It's alright, I believe in you. Okay, let's go over I want to go over the evidence. So we have our attorney's badge. We have the map. So, let's see. Okay, so we have Eldune's house, where this was where his noodle stand was stolen, and his stand was found in People Park, with the victim, Mr. Maractus, like slumped over it. So I think Mr. Maractus stole it, and then Maractus clinic is right next to Eldune's house, which would make sense since, you know, Maractus works at Maractus clinic next to Eldune's house. And then we have our office, and then I believe it was here where Phoenix got hit by a car. That has something to do with this. I don't remember much. I think oh, who was it? Someone, I don't remember. Someone was the one who stole like Trucy's like kind of magic panties. That sounds wrong. But it was like, it's part of a magic trick where she pulls like rabbits or something out of the thing. Out of them. It's like, it's just classic rabbit out of a hat trick. Then we have the phone here. And then we have the Kentucky Mansion. This was around the area where, oh, it was this. I can't remember if it was here or here. No, it was here. I think it was here that Phoenix was hit, actually, not next to his office. And then this is where the murder happened in the People Park, or where the body was found, actually. We don't know if actually the we don't know actually if the murder happened in People Park. And then we have the mirror of the car that hit Phoenix, and it was the car found in Miraculous Clinic, which we can find. Oh, there's no clues here. What do you mean? There's yellow paint. I mean, we can examine the wires. It's cut clean off. I wonder what's in there. There are bare wires hanging out. Let's see. What? Are you okay? Just a little joke. Don't scare me like that. You mean don't shock you? Zap. There's yellow paint on here. I don't know if that's significant or not. But I mean, we can't examine it, so I assume not. But there's like yellow paint on there. And then we've got the bowl, the custom-made bowl from Eldunes. Oh, look. I love these little personal touches. Seems a shame to hide it on the bottom of the bowl. Huh? When I touched it, the paint flaked off. He must have painted it on by hand with warm, professional care. After buying the cheapest paint he could find with the cold, professional thrift. I mean, Apollo, you've seen where he lives. It's a shithole. And then, these are the ones I was referring to, her panties. I don't think there's anything we can really examine with them though. And then we've got the cell phone property of Wesley Stickler. Let me see. Nothing else we can examine. Is this a dead watch? Look at this cute little watch strap. I want one. It's kind of odd though. What is? I mean, if you wanted to know the time, you could just look at the phone itself. Hey, you're right. Shut up, Apollo. Thanks. Finally, some respect. So what does that tell you? Well, the owner of this phone doesn't think through the details for one. They dropped their phone after all. I kinda figured they were a little spacey already. Oh, good point. Yeah. Can we turn the phone on? I wonder... is there any way to turn the phone on? Can we turn the phone on? I don't think we can. I think it's just to look at the watch. And then we have the fingerprint powder that Emma gave Phoenix back in Rise from the Ashes. And I don't even remember if... I mean, Apollo has it now. So that just proves that... that just kind of proves that... like Phoenix never gave Emma her thing back, her like fingerprint powder back. And then we have Maractus's autopsy report. Pal Maractus, age 46, male. He died June 14th between 10:15 and 10:45 p.m. His cause of death was damage to the brain resulting from a bullet wound, and his points of interest was the entry point was the right temple, and the knife also that had Waukie's fingerprints on it. Notably, we haven't found a gun with Waukie's fingerprints on it, which was the cause of death. So, can I prove it? No. And then we have the Eldunes noodle cart, which the victim was seen like pulling. So I'm guessing the victim like stole it. Menu: ramen, rice ball. Just ramen and rice balls apparently. There's 3 types of ramen and rice balls. And then we have these bloomers stolen by Wesley Stickler. That's the guy that was stolen. These bloomers sure have a distinct design. We certainly know who they belong to at a glance. That way she doesn't have to write her name on them. Genius. I wonder, I would think writing your name would be easier than drawing a plum blossom. These are plum blossoms. Then we have Waukie's checkup report. Waukie Kitaki, age 19, male. Report filed June 14th. Wait, is that the same as that's the same day as the death date, isn't it? Yeah, June 14th. Metallic objects found near heart, urgent exam needed. That's the same day. Pistol, weapon left at the crime scene. 2 rounds were fired. Fingerprints were wiped. Ah, this is the gun. So yeah, there's no fingerprints on it. And then we have, okay, the people in this case. We have Phoenix. We have Trucy. We have Dr. Hickfield, aka what's his name? Dr. Hottie. Dr. Hottie. Dr. Hottie and Hickfield, basically the same person. And then we have Plum Kitaki, and then we have Guy Eldon, and we have Alita Tiala, the girl we just talked to. We have Clavia Gavin, the prosecutor for this case. We have Emma Sky. We have Winfred Kitaki, the current head of the Kitaki family. Then we have Waki Kitaki, our defendant. Then we have Pal Maractus, the victim, and we have Wesley Stickler, a witness and a panty snatcher. So, yeah, time for us. Okay, wait, what's the achievements? I'm looking at achievements. I know one of the achievements is. Okay, I'm gonna look at the one of the achievement, the Steam achievements, where you have to do something in all the games. So you have to perform every forensic technique at least once in all 3 games. And I know there's an achievement where you have to get every step ladder conversation. And for having heard all of Apollo's situations at work, I'm guessing that's in the cases where we play as Phoenix, because I know there's at least one where we play as Phoenix, and then there's one for thoroughly examining Charlie the houseplant. Okay. Is there any other for Turnabout Corner? Only for completion, I think, of Turnabout Corner. Yeah, I think it's just for completion. Okay, let's go. Let's go to Hickfield Clinic. Let's go talk to Phoenix. Oh, he's not here. He's not here. He's not here. The TV's been left on. Looks like the Steel Samurai's in this spot of trouble. I'm sure he'll come back to win in the end. Mr. Wright likes those kind of stories. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else to really examine here. Let's go back to write anything. And then let's go to the Kitaki mansion. The same woman is here. Same woman is here. Oh wait, can we take the slipper out of this now? This trash can. This is where we found the mirror. Come to think of it, wasn't there something else in here? Something near the bottom? Looks like look at the paint on these. That means these must have ended up in here after Mr. Wright's accident. Maybe they're connected. Let's pick them up. There we go. Slipper for patients at the Maractus Clinic was found in front of Kitaki Mansion. Oh shit! Wait, we have to go to the Maractus Clinic. Hopkins house. Was it guide? Wait, let me look at the history. It was Apollo that said it, I think. I think it was Apollo that said it. Maybe it's time to pay the Maractus Clinic a visit. Okay. Let's go out. Can we actually go in the Maractus Clinic? Let's examine it. Let's examine the front door. The front entrance to the Maractus Clinic. The walls and posts are so highly polished I can see my face in them. Wait, my head is a little flat. There, perfect. Is it open? Can we get into the Maractus Clinic? There's the garage. Wait, what were we trying to come here again for? We want to know more about the operation. We want to know more about Wookie's operation. Where is it? Yeah, we wanted to know more about Wookie's operation. Oh yeah, we picked the thing up, didn't we? Where can we can't? You know what? Let's just. Why do we keep going back into the garage? Let's go into. Let's go to People Park. Let's go to People Park. Let's see if anyone's here. No one's here. No one's here that we can talk to. There's Kentucky Mansion. Did we see everything here? Where can we go from White Right? Anything? The detention center. That would make more sense. The detention center, yeah. Looks like Wookie's out for questioning. I really need to talk to him. I guess we'll come back later. Excuse me. Yes? Do you ever suspect it's all through questioning, sir? Is it? Ah, you mean the panty snatcher? Wesley Stickler, so they arrested him too? Alright, let's have a little chat with Mr. Stickler. I hope I don't regret this. He is a valuable witness. He's a bit precious, I'll give him that. Please keep this brief if you would. I'm quite busy. Busy with what? You're in prison. You're in jail. I need to finish this paper. It's you, Mr. Stickler. We'd like to have a few words with you. Very well, as long as they're few. Nothing would make me happier, believe me. Mr. Stickler, on the night of the murder, you stole... Wait, I can't help but feel I'm being misunderstood. How exactly? You stole shit. Yes, that night I obtained a pair of panties, it's true. You stole them off Trucy. However, it was my burning curiosity that drove me to do it. Nothing more. You wanted to know the trick to my panties, right? You're here too? Oh, great Trucy, teach me. Eh? I must know the secret of your panties. My very existence hangs in the balance. This feels weird. This feels weird, doesn't it? This feels so weird, doesn't it, chat? Please, make me your apprentice. Apollo, help! Yeah, this feels weird! I don't know, I think you'd make a great, lovely assistant. Don't say that, Apollo. Yeah! Could you relate what you saw the night of the murder to us one more time? Why not? Though it hardly differs from the testimony I gave in court. The defendant was there in the park that night. Of this, I'm quite certain. He was pointing a pistol or something like that at the victim. It was not a pistol. That's when I shouted, "Stop, you two. Let's resolve this like gentlemen." And the next moment, a shot was fired. And this is all true? Really? But the thing is, he was stood at a position where, like, where the victim wouldn't, if the victim like turned to him to see, oh, what is this guy on about, and Wookie did shoot, the victim would have been shot in his left temple, not his right. So, yeah, that's weird. My panties are gone. My innermost heart revealed. What further reason could I possibly have to lie? Can't think of anything you want to hide more than panty snatching true. Sounds like Wookie was at the scene of the crime after all. How I wish it weren't so. Let's present these ones. Fine, ignore my evidence, see if I care. I wonder why he's thinking. On second thought, let's not go there. Yeah, let's not go there. Write anything. The case. If everything that Panty Snatcher said was true, doesn't put Wookie in a very good position, does it? He was at the scene of the crime, that's pretty clear. There's got to be a different angle on this. Well, let's get investigating. No time like the present. So, any leads? One moment. Shazam. Alakazam. Oh, evidence keeps flying out of nowhere. Ta-da, that's all. Neat, huh? Yeah, real neat. So... phone. Does this have any fingerprints on it? Let's go back to the courtroom. Not the courtroom. Detention center. And present. Where the fuck did he go? Where the fuck did he go? I was hoping to meet with my client. Waki Kitaki's just finished questioning. I'll bring him out. Great, finally. Oh, we're actually getting to talk to Waki one-on-one. Yo, sup my little imposter. What did you call me? It's you? Sorry, G. Thought you were Alita. My little imposter shares a strange nickname. It's a clink thing. You wouldn't understand. Did I say imposter? I meant poster. Poster. Like poster girl, right? If you're going to drop part of that, why not just drop poster and just call her girl? Because she's so much more than that, G. She's like an angel, a fallen angel. So, what can I do for you? What can I do you for? You don't look so chipper today, Waki. Worried about your heart condition, maybe? Oh yeah, the bullet wound next to his heart. That was the wackiest thing of all those G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, Bizarre. I'm relieved to hear. What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carried so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. Why'd you... I don't understand, Clavier. Man, I ain't trying to hear that. A man fights to protect what's valuable to him, you know what I'm saying? I miss my fallen angel. Hey, you go get Alita for me. You're my lawyer, aren't you? Lawyer, not golfer. So, I hear you're to be married next month. Straight up, we poured the nuptial 40 out on the stoop. What the fuck does that mean? Alita, oh snapple cakes, she's so fine. I think he's smitten with her in his own weird way. I was wondering, how did you two meet? I asked Tiala, but she was very vague. Huh? Well, man, if she wouldn't tell you, I'd best hold my tongue, you feel me? What? Man, what's past is past, she knows that. When I'm with Alita, I feel like there's things worth protecting out there, you feel me? And my Alita, she's down with that all the way. So both of them are mum about their past. Let's ask him about Maractus Clinic. Do you think he could tell us what happened with you and Pal Maractus? There's something you should know. We Kitakis are having what you might call a feud with the Rivals family. With the Rivali's family. So about 6 months back, I go into Rivali's turf packing a knife, right? And you were shot. Coolest thing I ever seen. One shot to the heart, but my homies weren't too late. It's a miracle that I lived. It's already considered one of the 7 wonders of the Kitaki family, you know that? So you were taken to the Maractus Clinic then? I'm gonna turn up my music slightly. You should have seen their faces when they wheeled me in. You can't just let the boss's son die, you know. I'd hate to have been in that doctor's shoes. Mr. Kitaki is scary enough when he's not angry. But the bullet that hit you, it was never removed, and it's still threatening his life. That doctor, he did it on purpose. The Revellis paid him off, I'm sure of it. I need to hear more about the night of the murder. That much is clear. Let's go ask him about his future. Life in the family is a G thing. It's about being a man. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I'm not up on my G things. I'm not even sure what G thing is. But my old man, he's gone soft. He says the old rival gang days are over. He just wants to make money. Isn't that a good thing? Man, there ain't no soul in making money. Better to live fast and die young. For shizzle. Wait till I run the yard, then everyone will know what time it is. That's right. OG time all the time. Represent. Apollo, why does he keep talking about old guys? I don't think that's what OG means, Tracy. Okay, there's nothing else we can really ask him about, I guess. Let's go. I have no idea. Let's go from here. Maybe if we go back to here, the clinic. Well, outside Eldoon's house technically. Hey, it's Mr. Eldoon. Oh, Mr. Eldoon. What's wrong? So you found my stand. That's why I'm here, to thank you. Ah, but now it's a crime scene and they won't let me have it back. That's also why I'm here. I gotta know of a place to go. Ah, I see. How can a noodle stand be a crime scene? That's why I don't get Tracy doll. Even in death, he's after my neck. I tell you, I can't even cook an honest noodle. Let's ask him more about. We've got to ask him more about Maractus. Maractus, even. It was Maractus. Even in death. You mean the victim, Dr. Maractus? I tell you, it's enough to drive a man to make his soup even saltier. How much salt does he put in his noodles? Remind me never to eat his noodles when he's in a bad mood. That stand, for generations, it served up the very best noodles us Eldoons could make. They must not be that good then. They're extremely salty. A tradition of noodles and salty broth. It's more than a stand, it's history, I tell you. Watch what you say or it might become true. That's a great story, Mr. Eldoon. A single stand passed down from generation to generation. Of course, to be honest, I didn't plan on doing it. That's right, you said something about that. About you rebelling against your pops, was it? Good memory, Juicy Doll. I was a go-getter back in my day. Until my friend next door butted in. In the end, I was left with nothing but this dusty old stand to earn my fortune. Mr. Eldoon, I don't mean to pry. What exactly did you do before you became a chef? Bah, let old noodles lie, that's what I say. I'm trying to get an idea of what he did anyway. He stole my dreams and left me with nothing but noodles. And now I don't even have that. Mr. Eldoon, if I might ask, what exactly happened between you and the Maractus clinic? Couldn't help but sense enmity. Enmity there. Enmity? I hate him. Hated. Him acting like he smells like roses when he's rolling in mud. Excuse me? He's the only doctor at that clinic, you know. Pretty impressive, eh? I tell you, the secret to his success, the mob. You mean the Kitaki family? They're always having one of them turf wars or whatnot. Always an injury or two that needs fixing. Maractus saw a chance for some business. So he started giving the Kitaki family a good deal. A deal? Every fifth operation for free. Stole the idea from my pops. 1 free bowl of noodles a week, he used to say. Can I not just decide to do that? What about the insurance companies? Oh, no doubt it's illegal. But it got him in good with the family. Pretty soon he was getting all the business in town. Leaving me here in the dark. Up to my neck in super noodles. I think I figured out Mr. Eldoon's farmer occupation. I'm guessing he worked at Maractus. Oh, he worked for the Kitakis actually. Can't hurt to ask Apollo. Mr. Eldoon, or should I say Dr. Eldoon? Yeah, he worked at the clinic. Figured it out, did ya? That's right, I was a doctor. A surgeon. Until the year before last. So, Mr. Maractus was your rival? You like those onions they put in the soup broth? Yeah, kind of. Take a spoon, you drink some broth, those onions will find their way in there. For people who like them, why, that's just fine. For people who hate them, I hate onions, hate them. Always sneaking in from the side and getting in the way of a good tasting spoonful. Well, that's why he was, an onion boy, that's what I call him. So, you weren't exactly friends? Ha, me and Pal Maractus, ever since preschool we were getting in each other's faces. No matter what I did, sure enough, he'd come following along. Then he'd do it better than me. Just blow right past without so much as a howdy. I see. That's right. I was a surgeon long before he was, you know. Then that no good onion boy comes along. Well, Tuesday looks like we find ourselves a new suspect. Don't say that. I mean, it's true. Thanks to him, I was forced to trade in my scalpel for a ladle. Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to weigh you down like with an old man's ramblings. No, it's fine. By the way, by way of apology, you ever got yourself in a spot of trouble to drop by? Huh? You're investigating Maractus, aren't you? Yes. Well, if you want to know about a doctor, you ask a doctor. That's all I'm saying. Just think of me if you need something, Lucy doll. Right, thanks, Mr. Aldoon. Guess the time spent listening to him complain was entirely wasted. Well, we've got to check out this clinic, that's for sure. Yeah, but what about the guard? No harm in asking. Excuse me. Hey, it's you two from yesterday. That's the same officer that was standing out by the park yesterday. Your business is over in the park, isn't it? The clinic's off limits. It's not involved. But what part of off limits do you not understand? Clavier is probably going to save our ass again, isn't it? Show me proof that the clinic is connected to the incident in the park, albeit. No harm in asking. No gain either. No point in sticking around here, I guess. Can we prove it? I don't think we can. That it's connected into the murder in the park. I mean, Maractus did work there. It's his clinic. So... Sorry, Sunny Boy. Just this for the stand. Did you get caught in that case? Can I be back to my stand? I'm begging you. Let's go back to the park then. I guess that's the only logical option. So, back to Kentucky Mansion. Oh, Plum's here. Yep, she's back. Hey, you two, over here. Us? Yo, little Plum, what's up? I think all this gangster ease is a negative influence on Tuesday. How'd you retrieve my bloomers? Oh, I was just... A man speaks clearly and takes credit where it's due. You caught the thief, didn't you? Yeah. Sorry, I caught him. You're cute when you're nervous, Polly. I'll deal with you later. But enough about bloomers. What about my son, Wocky? Wocky? Well, he's, clearly. Yes, ma'am. This is where I was kind of hoping we could avoid coming back here. Should we just present them to her? About these. Hey, my bloomers. Thanks for that. I owe you one. I thought you might like them back, so. Oh, no. Why don't you keep them as a souvenir? Oh, no, I couldn't really. Thanks for the offer, but I could use those in my magic panties act. I'll pull shreds and pieces and godfathers out of them. Great, now your props are going from bland to dangerous. Yeah. Okay, let's just talk to her. He's really everything you'd expect in a boss's son. I'm going to be a gangster dude. The life does have an appeal for that age, particularly for boys. What? Don't look at me like that. He was shot in a turf war about half a year ago. Yeah, wait. Apollo is like much older than Wocky. Like, I think he should be like, I'm gonna guess like 5 years older, because that's the age Phoenix was when he, at the start of the first shoujo, Phoenix was 24, and I'm gonna guess that Apollo is also around 24-ish. He was trying to turf war about half a year ago. Yes, we heard the story from Wocky, but I didn't tell you the whole story. You know, even if he had the pistol then, he couldn't have shot anyone. What? He acts like he's hard, but he couldn't shoot someone to save his life. I should know. I'm his mum. Her words do have a certain weight to them. Hopefully when this is all taken care of, he and the boss can sort out their differences. The boss? You mean Wocky's dad? Wocky's father? They didn't seem to be on the best terms, did they? Let's ask about father and son. The boss may act tough, but that boy means the whole world to him. But Wocky seems, well, it seems like he's against his father's position. It's to be expected. We're in a bit of a transition now. Trying to cut our ties to the shadier side of the street and do more on the up and up. Wocky isn't too enthusiastic about the change, it's true. But why the change? Is the gangster thing just not paying the bills? It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. I see. Something must be up. He'll see things the way the boss sees them. Someday. Let's ask about the case. It's true. One of our pistols is missing. So the murder weapon was from this mansion. We kind of figured, given the difficulty of obtaining a gun these days. None of the rank and file have access. Only the boss, myself, and Waki could have taken it. I see. I'm sure the cops will continue tromping all over the mansion continue in this case. Maybe this is a sign that it's time for a change. He doesn't seem to be too concerned, at least. As I suspect, at least Tiala. Yeah, Waki's fiance. We're getting married next month, correct? I suppose. She's been staying over lately. You don't look too happy about that, little plum. How'd you guess? Even I could tell that. Could you tell us more about her? Waki brought her home one day. Says he wants to tie the knot. I can see why. She's so pretty. Oh, she's pretty enough, but you know... Nah, it's probably just me being suspicious. Stay in this business too long. And you start to only see the darkness in people. You get a nose for it. A nose for people. A nose for trouble. I wonder what the problem is. It's like a gangster's only version of females intuition. Can we ask her more? We can't present profiles, but we can present the gun. So this pistol belongs to the Kitaki family, is that correct? And it's one of the pieces we keep around. That is, we used to keep around. They're all gone now. Oh? Police came by yesterday and took everything. Everything but my broom. Don't you think you should have given them that too? You kidding? Can't clean up very well without a broom. Okay. Can we move back into the park? I want to examine the park more. Is Emma here actually? No, Emma's not here. There's nothing really that we can examine really. There's a knife. Let's examine this bucket. Poor Mr. Alden. He stands been standing here since this whole thing's died. I guess mostly stand. It almost looks at home here in the park now. I think it should be made into a playhouse for children. Sus. Very sus. I think its owner would disagree. You know what I hate about OBS? Another thing that I hate about OBS, but I'm still going to continue it anyway. Continue using it anyways. No overlay, so I can't easily read chat. This is why I need my dad to get sort out my second monitor. I think I just need another I literally just need another HDMI cable for my second monitor, and that's okay. What else is there to examine? There's nothing really to examine. Can we examine more in the bin? A trash can sits next to the path here. And I guess now we know it was Mr. Stickler who hid Little Plum's Bloomer's era. That's right, Tuesday. Our rubber lives grew from that one little act. I can still remember that moment. You brandished those bloomers on high, shouting, "Objection!" Here's what I want you to do, Tuesday. Take that memory, gently lock it away deep in your heart, and never speak of it. I love Apollo, man. Nothing else. Can we talk more to Plum? We can't present profiles as of yet. Can we present profiles? No, we can't present profiles as of yet. So we can't ask her more about Lita. I don't think there's anything else we can ask her. Let me look at these slippers because I don't think we've thoroughly examined these yet. Yeah, there's paint on these, and it's like a leaf. This is a weird outline. The bottom is covered in paint. Huh? What's this weird shape here? It looks like a leaf was stuck to the bottom when the wearer stepped in some yellow paint. So the outline was left when the leaf was removed, and I got paint on my hand. Apollo, I saw you try to wipe your hand on my cape. Someone must have worn these. Maractus Clinic. The only one person I can think of that would have worn these was Maractus himself. But wouldn't his... Oh wait, which was the thing that had the had the thing on it, paint on it. It was this that had the paint on it. Okay, this was in the trash can. Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, where do we go now? Let's go right anything. And then detention center. Nothing else we can ask Walker. And I don't think there's anything we can present to him yet. So let's go to Heckfield, see if Phoenix is there. Phoenix is not here. So the only place I can think of where we can go back is Kitaki Mansion. And maybe see if we can present, if there's anything to present to Plum. Let's present this. Sorry kid, I've got no idea what he's talking about. At least he's kind of concise with it. Can you tell me if this knife belongs to Waki? Well, that's his knife already. Bought it for him for his birthday. Well, that's a pretty hardcore present. I remember him falling asleep with it clutched in his arms. Oh, I know the feeling. I'll bet he'll be happy with. Oh, I'll bet he was just as happy as I was with my plastic spaghetti. Let's see. No, I don't think there's anything else. Can we examine stuff? Is there anything else worth examining? Is black paint here? Looks like that old lady's at it again. Look, I told you yesterday the park's off limits. And I told you yesterday this is how I go home. Okay, you want me to go around? How about giving me 5 block books like yesterday? The Conrad strikes again. The park crime scene is off limits to the public. The police officer on guard, but the gate is yawning. I noticed me staring and snapped his mouth shut. Too late, Mr. Officer. I saw you. I'm turning up my mic more. Turning up my mic audio net more. Anything else? Is there anything else? Where do we go? Eldunes, maybe. And then maybe the garage. There's nothing new in here. Okay, I have no idea where to go. I have no idea what to do. Okay, where the fuck do we go? Where the fuck do we go? Let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna have a sticky little look about where we go next. Investigation. Oh, we gotta go talk to Waki again. We gotta go talk to Waki again. Let's go to write anything. Then we have to go to the detention center. And then present. And then present. Let's present the pistol. I bought these weapons, the pistol and the knife. They belong to the family. I snuck them out that night. So the killer, Mr. Stickler, says he saw that night was. Guess it was me. I was there after all. Ah, we're finished. Yo, Waki. Do you think you could tell us exactly what happened that night? Heh, you don't beat around the bush, do you? I like your style, Shy. Okay, let's ask him. Actually, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you for a while now. That is, did you do it? Did you shoot him? I don't know. Eh? The day of that checkup, when I found out about the bullet in my heart, I borrowed a gun from the family stash. Figured I'd give that doctor a taste of his own bad medicine. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. But you were carrying a knife, weren't you? Oh, that, yeah. Well, never can be too careful, I say. So I'm on my way to the clinic, right? And I run into him in the park, and he's dragging this noodle stand behind him. Well, you didn't put him up to that. Like, you know, in the movies. If you value your life, you'll bring the stand. Shorty, you're more whacked than I am, and that's saying something. But I was serious. The thing is, I don't remember what happened next all too well. You don't remember? But the way I see it, if there wasn't anyone else there that night, then I guess it probably was me who did him. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Okay. Did we get anything from that? Not really. Okay, Plum's not here. Not really. We didn't really get anything from that. Look at that crowd over by the park. Probably people trying to get a glimpse of the crime scene. But why are those girls screaming? I think I just heard one say, "Oh my god, it's him." Wait, that motorcycle. That's Clavier's. Ah, if it isn't her forehead, why are you calling us her forehead? Prosecutor Gavin. Some fans found me on my way out. Just my luck. Oh my god, he's so cool. Thus, the screams. New album just came out, you know. Try waving to them. They love it. Ooh, he's so cute. Ah, they're so excited. It doesn't matter who waves to them, see? This is surreal. So you were here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad, it looks like such a nice bike too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Ah, it's my fault. I think I was using the wrong oil. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Ah, machines. Tell me you share my angst, her forehead. I ride a bicycle, actually. Ah, hair. In any event, I'm off to the shop to get her fixed. The detective in charge of this scene isn't fond of me in any case. The detective? You mean the one in the lab coat? Yeah, she's in a foul mood too. Be gentle. Off. I don't know. Baby. Oh my god, there he goes. Okay, I'm guessing the forecast for the park today, gloomy skies. With nothing to do but head on in. Let's hit the park, Paul. Yep, let's get into the park. Huh? Does something about this scene look different to you? Oh, footprints. The blue tarps are gone. Maybe that's it. Oh yeah, blue tarps are gone. Yeah, I think you're right. Look over there. The white frocked detective from yesterday. She seems to be apologizing reverently to the trash can. She's under a lot of stress. The investigation is probably not going well. Hey, you there! If you're going to talk about someone behind their back, do it more quietly, please. Oh, Detective Sky. Hello. You seem as gloomy as ever. This is miserable. I just got a new kit and I can't get the stuff to work. And everyone saw smiles for that glamorous fop. Clavier. Glamorous? Does she mean Prosecutor Gavin? Yep. More to the point, doesn't she mean glamorous? Yeah, she probably means glamorous. I did not process that right in my brain. When he walks in shiny chains, catch the sun and glimmer in my eyes. It's distracting. Ah, she's having a snack of peanuts, I'm guessing. Speaking of distracting, I guess I just have to accept the facts that I lack talent. Sounds like she's trying out some sort of new forensic science technique. Detective Sky, you know Mr. Right, correct? How did you know my daddy? I want details. Well, he helped me out a long time ago. You might say he saved me. Wasn't she saying something about getting involved in an incident? She was on trial for murder. And I can't stand it when things are vague, especially in a case. I want to study to become a forensic scientist in Europe, but you're a detective now? Well, I failed the test. But you know, rank and title don't matter. What matters is what's inside your heart. I always thought that too. And my heart is full of science. That's why I bought this kit through mail order. And I'm going to test it here before the forensics team arrives. Are you sure that's okay? I won't lie, I'm not fond of the man. Those glamorous types always rub me the wrong way. Glamorous, right? A prosecutor should be cool of wit and furrowed of brow. Less glamorous and more simorous, you know? No, actually I don't. Well, that and what happened 7 years ago. Prosecutor Gavin was the one who stripped Mr. Wright of his attorney's badge. Wait. I thought it was Christoph that stripped him of his attorney's badge, not Clavier. What? Really? He was one that the only thing that I knew about Apollo Justice before I started, the only things I know about Apollo Justice before starting this trilogy was the relationship between Trucy and Apollo, which will get revealed in a later case, and the fact that and the whole situations and kind of I had a vague understanding of the situation surrounding Phoenix's disbarment, aka him getting fired as a defense attorney, and I literally did not know anything else. Like I thought it was Christoph that was the one who fired Phoenix, not Clavier. So I don't know. This was a twist. I mean, you didn't know. I thought you were one of his boys. You for a boy of his. But let's see what she has to say. What exactly happened 7 years ago? Never actually heard the details. Then investigate. It's better you learned for yourself anyway. That's weird. I genuinely thought I did not know Clavier was involved at all in Phoenix's disbarment. Do you mean me asking what it is you've been doing? Squatting down on the ground like that? Oh, you want to know? Do you? Well, I splurged on a new toy. You splurged? You mean it wasn't a police issue? What is it? I see a roller and glue. This is a footprint analysis kit. Footprint? It was raining on the night of the murder, which means that footprints were left. Oh, does that have anything to do with those blue tarps? Right, the ground was muddy, so I had to protect it as it was that night. I wanted to know exactly where someone was standing, like a panty-snatching student witness, for instance. Aha! So with that kit, right. What? Want to try this stuff out? Huh? Are you sure? I mean, we're sort of on opposing teams and all. Oh, you're friends. And to tell the truth, I'm not so good at doing this. Guess I'm a little clumsy. I could use your help. I'm good at stuff like this. I used to make magic bunnies out of paper mache. Footprint analysis, huh? Well, should I give it a go? Yes. Okay, I'll give it a go. That's the spirit. Right, allow me to explain. One moment. She's reading the instructions for her kit. Why does this not fill me with confidence? First, we have to pick the footprint, or in this case, shoe print we want to analyze. I've taken the liberty of marking all the shoe prints in the park. Well, which shoe print should we start with? If we're going to verify the defendant's account, here's the place to start. Shoe prints prepared to be examined. Oh, this is so exciting. Right, here it goes. First, pour the plaster into the print until it's full. You try it. How am I supposed to do that? Just press space when you want to pour the plaster, like this. That doesn't look too hard. If you run out of plaster in your beaker before you're done, you have to start over. Oh. Oh. How do we grab it? Oh. We have to do it like this. Not bad. Your hand here moves and you look, and we just have a piece of plaster here. That looks so wrong. What's that supposed to mean? On to the next step. Dry the plaster until it turns white. Right. Just try a space to blast it with that dryer. There, give it a shot. This feels so stupid. Looks like it's hardened nicely. Let's take a look. That's not hard. Yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. Ready for the next step? Use the roller to ink just the stupid part. Hold onto that roller tight with space and roll it up and down. Keep going until you get enough ink on there for a good print. Didn't even do all of it. Right now, the moment you've been waiting for. Let's take out our print. It feels silly that we have to get the like fingerprint stuff exactly right, but then we don't have to get this stuff right. Like, come on, be consistent. Ready? Here goes. Let's see if we get a match. Okay, let's start. Okay, those are Emma's. That's not Emma's. That's Clavia's. That's Stickler's. That's Plum's. That's Wacky's. Comparison complete. Match found. So the shoe prints belong to Wacky Kitaki after all. He's in the park on the night of the crime. Wow, I can almost see the science at work. Don't you love it? Ah, nothing feels better. She's definitely way more into this than I am. Just let me know if you want to do some more. I'll be here solving the case with science. But that certainly brightened her mood. I don't want to do more. I want to do more of this. Footprint analysis. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another go? Right on. There's no print unanalyzed, I say. Now, to pick which print you want to analyze. This one. Okay. Okay, looking good. Next, dry the plaster. We just have to put it down. We don't hold that downwards. Thank you. Mouse button, we don't have to put it down with space as well as using mouse. Okay, let's take out the mold. Well, yes, that's a good one. Next, the ink. I forgot about the ink. So we just have to put this one down as well. And next, squish it down. Right now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Let's take our print. Hey, buddy. Here it goes. Let's see if we get a match. I think I have an idea of who this is, actually. Yeah, this is Stickler's. This is Wesley Stickers. That's Sticker. Wesley Stickers? Wesley Sticklers. Comparison complete. Match found. So the shoe prints belong to Wesley Stickler. This confirms his testimony. The final version of it, at least. Now we know where the panty snatcher was standing. And let's do another shoe print. Detective Sky, mind if we give it another shot? I believe you begin to appreciate the wonder that is forensic science. Okay, now to pick which print you want to analyze. Last print. We just use mouse button for this as well. We just have to double click. Oh, almost ran out of plaster. But we didn't. Okay, looking good. Next, to dry the plaster. This plaster is so... I hate the dry plaster. I kind of don't like the plaster part, but whatever. Okay, let's take out the mold. Yes, that's a good one. Next gig. Right, and the moment you all been waiting for, let's take our print. Ready? Here goes. Whose are these? These are slippers! Huh, that's a funny shoe print. Is that even a shoe? It's strange, it's so smooth. Except for the part with the leaf. I can say, even without even looking at that this print doesn't match any print on our list. A mystery print. We can present the slippers. They say the Miraculous Clinic. Hey! What? This slipper. Look right here. I think I see a toe mark. A toe mark? You think we could get a print of that? Sure, toes are prints just like fingers do, you know? This local might be a gold mine. Oh, there's one problem. The police station doesn't keep a record of toe prints, so we won't know whose it is. I guess that would be too much to hope for. Still, it might be useful somehow. Let's analyze it. Woohoo! Analysis! This print is far too smooth to be from a regular shoe. It is a shoe print of some kind, though. That's certain. Still, you have to wonder what it's doing here. It's right next to the Eldune's noodle stand. It does make one wonder. Hey, you! Yes? Why are you all so quiet all of a sudden? You don't have to have something in mind. Something that might have left this mystery shoe print. This mystery shoe print does remind me of something. Oh, we just had to show the evidence. I'm pretty sure I've seen something that would leave a print like that. You know, I think I have a culprit here.
Take that!
The slippers. We've shown you this before, Emma, but whatever. Well, I think it's these slippers, actually. Slippers. What would slippers be doing out here? But look at the bottom, see? It's covered with paint, except for... I see, right here. Hey, that spot is shaped like a leaf. Well, if a leaf was stuck on the bottom and came off when the slipper stepped in paint. Makes sense, doesn't it? Wait, something's written on them. The Miraculous Clinic. Exactly, the victim's clinic. Wait, that means that someone from the clinic was involved? Yes. Why is he just standing here? Why is he just standing there eating? Detective Sky, I have a favour to ask. What? Can you get us access into the Miraculous Clinic? The police won't let us in. They say the murder and the clinic are not connected. And it's off limits until we prove they are. I should be able to do something for you, yes. Eh? Really? Well, you did my work for me with the shoe prints. Seems like I should return the favour. Thank you, Detective Sky. Here, show this to the police officer on duty. Okay, I guess we have to go back to Miraculous Clinic. Right, Miraculous Clinic, here comes justice. Okay, let's go. Move. Outside Kitaki Mansion. And then Eldune's house. Ah, you two again. When will you learn? Look at me however you want. You're not getting today. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Look what we have. What's this? Detective Sky. Yesterday it was Professor Gavin. Today it's Detective Sky. Who are you two? Really? Now he's suspicious again. Well, you got the orders. I gotta let you in. Have fun. Thanks, Mr. Officer. Let's hit it, Apollo. Let's go in to the Miraculous Clinic. There's a pair of slippers missing. Meaning that there's someone here. I feel like Alita would wear that kind of shoe there. Huh, kind of an at-home sort of place, isn't it? This place has a connection to the murder in the park. I'm sure of it. The police guy out front wasn't so sure. Beyond it being where the victim lived, looks like the police team's gone home for the day. There must be some clues lying around. Let's get cracking, Apollo. Let's. let's do a little bit of examining. Look at all these bowls. They're from Eldon's Needles. There's Mr. Salty. And I think we figured out something. I don't think we figured something out. I think we have. Mr. Eldon must do takeout. That's exactly what I was thinking. All the bowls have been washed clean. I think we found our first clue, Trucy. I mean, they're right next to Eldon's, so I'm guessing they just eat here. Or just they're storing the things here until Eldon can get his car back. There's a single pair of sandals here. Wait, but why would there be sandals here? Unless they belong to one of the patients. Or maybe it's a victim that's come to see Dr. Maractus. You think they'd use his house entrance instead of the clinic entrance in that case? And if this patient or visitor isn't still here, why do they leave without their shoes? Let's take a closer look at these just in case. Let's continue examining first. These must be slippers for patients at the clinic. The same pair we found, of course. Look, a single pair is missing from the rack here too. And ours have paint on the bottoms. Which means they were taken out of here on the night of the murder. Right, the paint's from the hit and run after all. But what were a pair of clinic slippers doing in that trash can? And what were they doing at the scene of the hit and run? Can we go for here? Look, this door says doctor's office. I think this is the victim's private office. It's not locked. Too bad. Why too bad? I like opening locks. It's kind of a hobby of mine. That does low like back locks. Don't even bother pulling them on when I'm around. That's probably not a hobby you want to tell too many people about. Yeah, someone would probably think you're trying to steal bikes. Apollo, that sound, it came from behind the door. Someone's in there. Let's check it out, Trucy. A break-in. They left it through that window. Wait, Apollo, you're too late to catch them now. That must be her experience as a panty snatcher chaser talking. Well, we should tell the police. Let's check the room out first, Apollo. If we call the police now, we'll lose our chance. You're right, she's better at this than I am. Well, one thing's for certain. This client and our murder case are really looking related now. First, I want to examine those shoes. Was there anything? Oh wait, there's toe marks. There's toe prints. Hey Apollo, you think this is, huh? This could be a toe print. Maybe we could get a print off of this. Let's try it out. Desktop prints. Dusting. There's a print. Hey, it worked! That looks like a big toe, maybe. But wait, I mean, it's great that we got the print, but is there such a thing as a list of toe prints? Oh, good point. If there is, Detective Sky didn't give it to us, which means we can't match this print. It seems like a good time to ask a detective's advice. Yeah, good idea. Wait, can we... is that... I think she said... Yeah, there's toe prints in here. I think Emma said there was a toe print in there. I wonder, could this be a print? Why would there be a finger? Oh, you mean a toe print. Good call, Apollo. I bet we can analyze it just like a regular print. This could be a vital piece of evidence. Let's dusting. This looks like the wrong kind of powder. There's a print. Oh wait, these are the same kind of prints. Hey, it worked. That looks like a big toe maybe. Well, I feel like the case is solved already. What was next? We have to match the print, right? Right, let's match it. Wait, the detective didn't give us a list of toe prints, Apollo. Oh, good point. Maybe we should ask her, get some expert advice. I guess I'm not really sure she qualifies as an expert. Yeah, both of those have the same token. Let's do some examining of this first before we go back to people park and talk to Emma though. Oh, cute little safe. Looks like a 4-digit lock. 79. Someone's already entered in 2 numbers. 79. Wait, do you think that burglar just now was trying to open it? I wonder what's inside the safe. Is there any way we can figure out the last 2 numbers? Well, we know the first 2 are 7 and 9. Maybe there's something in the court record. Something that can help us figure out the last 2 numbers? I wonder. Is there? Is there? Is there? Maybe. Maybe. I have an idea. I knew it. Apollo, what is it? Well, all we have to know is what buttons have been pressed. We can use this to find out what the next 2 numbers are. Oh! We can use fingerprint powder. When you press the buttons, you'd have to touch them with your finger, right? It'd leave a print. When you open a safe, you don't press any other buttons but the right ones, right? So if we can find the buttons with fingerprints, we'll have the safe code. Not bad, Apollo. Just for prints. Seven, 9, 2, and 5. Look, you can see the oily finger residues clearly. Look, 7 and 9. These are glove marks. The burglar must have been wearing gloves. Well, we might not be able to identify the burglar, but we can open the safe. Let's give it a shot. Code confirmed. 7952. It opened. That's a fancy animation. This looks like a medical chart. There's an x-ray in here with it. An x-ray? Can't make heads or tails of it. I can't read the chart either. It's all in medical speak. The names are easy enough to read. Look, by patient it says Waki Kitaki. So this is Waki, our client's chart her. Why would this one chart be here in this safe? Let's see, the physician's signature says Palmaractis. What is it, Apollo? Look here where it says who filed the chart. Let's see. Nurse Alita Tiala. This was her job! They met like, what, half a year ago? Alita Tialita is Waki's fiance. That's one eater too many, Apollo Low. Never mind that, what's her name doing here? How should I know? Though, I guess it means she's on staff at this clinic. I would actually neglected to mention this before now. I'm sure she had her reasons. So Alita Tiala worked at the Maractus clinic, and she had access to Waki Kitaki's medical chart. You got the I and the Y wrong, Apollo. I'd be very interested to find out what this chart says. Who could help us decipher this? Probably Emma, maybe? I'm not sure. Books and papers are scattered around the room. Oh, what a mess. This is worse than Daddy's room. The burglar must have left in a hurry. Even the cup on the desk here is lying aside, huh? The juice that spilled out of the cup is dry. So the messy one wasn't our burglar just now. Someone dumped this cup over a while ago and left it. But this isn't broken. Weird. Kind of an expensive looking lamp, isn't it? Hey, the bulb's broken. Broken? Don't you mean burned out? No, our car burglar must have dropped it. But why is it standing up on the floor like that then? Hey, look at the card. Huh? There's a red splotch on a part of the card. You think that's blood? It's a little bright for blood. Almost pinkish. Something's definitely odd about this lamp, that's for sure. And then there's the window. The window is ajar. That must be how our burglar escaped. I wonder who it was. Maybe it was just a burglar who happened to pick here. Yeah, but there's a patrol car sitting out front. If I were a burglar, I'd come back the next day at least. I'd give it a month myself. Whoever broke in obviously needed to break in today. Maybe it's something to do with the maybe it's something to do with Kitaki's medical records, maybe? Okay, I don't think there's anything really to examine other than this, maybe? Oh, the plant. This potted plants had seen better days. It doesn't make sense either. What does it? Normally burglars are looking for valuables, right? That's true, that's what I would do if I were a burglar. So why look under a potted plant? Maybe they were looking for the key to the safe. I've heard of people putting their house keys under plants, but the key to a safe? Then maybe the burglar was looking for the house keys. This is getting nowhere fast. Yeah, plus this safe doesn't even need a key. It needs a code. So I don't think there's anything else to really examine other than these. Whoa, what are those? The wall is covered with beakers. Something's moving inside that one. You look, Apollo. Hey, look yourself. You can't. Oh, it's a goldfish. Well, they're all fish. So many kinds. Whoever designed this had a sick sense of humor. I don't think there's anything else to examine, so let's go back and go and talk with Emma. Let's go back and talk with Emma. There's People Park. I know that face. That's the face of someone who's made a discovery. Hey, how did you know? You can't fool someone trained in the ways of science. Next, you'll have us analysing face prints. Let's ask Detective Sky to help us, Apollo. Okay. Let's present the slippers. Let's not examine them. Present them. Because we've already analysed the toe prints. Ah, the slippers. That's quite a clear print there. A toe print. Too bad we don't know whose toe it is. Well, there is a way of finding it out, of course. There is? What? All you need is a sample of the same toe print off another shoe, for instance. Alright, so if the prints match, you know the same person wore both. Do I have another shoe worn by the same person? Yes, with the sandals. I think I just might actually. Really? I'm beginning to suspect something here. Detective Sky, can you compare this sample with this other print? So, manually press sandals. This pair of sandals, toe print and all. Oh, the print on these is nice and clear too. That makes our job easy. Can you analyse it for us? Of course, hang on. Bingo! Gosh, I'm good. Hey, we were the ones who found the prints. A perfect match. The same person wore these sandals and slippers. I was afraid of that. All you'll have to do is find out whose sandals these belong to. Oh, do you already know? I can't say. Not yet. Well, that's one big step closer to the truth. Yeah, that is. We can't talk to it. Is there anything else we need to... Okay, no. Okay, we're gonna move. I wonder if Phoenix is back yet, actually. We haven't seen him in this investigation. Phoenix! Ah, the prodigal. Prodigal. How the fuck did you say prodigal? Prodigal. Prodigal? Nah, prodigal. That doesn't sound right. That don't sound right. Prodigal does not sound right at all, honestly. Prodigal sounds way better, and I'm going to pronounce it prodigal from now on. The prodigal attorney returns. Welcome, Apollo. I heard you did well in the trial today. Here to discuss something. I could use a little diversion. What did Detective Sky say? If you want to know something, you have to investigate it yourself. Mr. Wright, tell me what happened 7 years ago, please. I want to know. I need to know. You certainly didn't waste any time to get into the point. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I was standing in a courtroom on behalf of a client. The case involved the death of a certain magnificent genius. I'd be surprised if you hadn't heard of it. It was all over the news, I remember it. You were up against Prosecutor Gavin, weren't you? Yes, he was only 17 years old at that time. Jeez. 17 years old? That's still high school. To be fair, in Ace Attorney law, Francisca became a prosecutor at like 13, and she was 18 when she faced off against Phoenix for the first time. He took the bar exam abroad in Europe. They're progressive over there, you know. And yeah, wait, did Francisca and Gavin both do their bar exams in Germany? Because that'd be so funny. I was defeated by a 17-year-old newcomer. In my shame, I left the practice forever. That's all. That's all? How could that be all? What do you mean? What about what they were saying on the news about forged evidence? They said you forged evidence and had your attorney's badge stripped from you. Come on, Phoenix. Tell us. Tell me. How does it feel? How does it feel to stand here before Phoenix Wright, the forging attorney himself? How does it feel? I don't want to believe it's true. But what about what happened in my first trial? Did you notice in today's trial, there's a single piece of forged evidence? I'm talking about evidence that shouldn't have existed. A naughty magician's trick. I don't see you jumping to my defense on this one. Maybe I did forge evidence. Maybe I didn't. It doesn't really matter now, does it? But I'm not an attorney anymore. That's the only truth you need to know. Mr. Wright, looks like he doesn't want to talk about the accusations of forgery for now. I guess. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's just go. Let's see if we can talk to Waki again. Well, the time of the decision is upon us. Which one of our two jailbirds do you want to talk to? Excuse me, both detainees are currently in questioning to corroborate their accounts. Mr. Stickler and Waki, both of them? I pity the questioner. I guess we'll be back then. Is there anything else? Is there anything else we need to do? Is there anything else we need to talk to? Talk about even? Do even? What am I missing? Study leads. One moment. Here's that. Wait, we need to go back to the office. We need to go back to the office. We need to go back to the office and then back to the detention center. We missed something. Aldine's house. Clinic. We spent almost 2 hours just on this investigation. Okay, wait, what do we need to examine? Oh wait, we don't need to go back. We just need to examine Waki's chart. Never mind. Nope. Clicked the wrong thing. Let's head back to write anything. And then we can head back to the detention center. I love how I said last stream that I would still call it Ranko, and now I'm just calling it thingy. Now I'm just calling it now I'm just calling it Write Anything. What do we need to wait? We do need to go back to the office. I'm being a dumbass. We do need to go back to the office. And I just went back to Write Anything instead of the office. Kitaki Man. We could have just gone straight to Eldune's house instead of going through Kitaki Mansion. God damn, I'm an idiot. I swear, like I'm gonna say a good half an hour of this stream could have just like gone if I was actually like not a dumbass once. Okay. What do we need to examine. Wait. Oh my god, we don't need to. Is the chart? Why am I doing a dumbass on this? What the hell? How do we? How the fuck? What? What do we need to do? What do we need to do here? Oh, we need to examine that. I don't know what's that. We need to examine the bullet hole there. This looks like a bullet hole. You can still see the bullet sticking out of it. Why is it in the middle of a safe? Hey, the bullet came out. The tip is all squished. Not surprising given that it was fired into a metal safe. This bullet's got a story behind it, that's for sure. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's all we needed to examine to then go back and talk to Walkie. God, am I dumbass. Okay, let's go back. I clicked the clinic instead of Eldon's house. Hello, Louis. The dog's here. Hello. What are you up to? Oi. What are you up to, eh? I'm trying to stream. Hello. I'm trying to stream. What are you up to? What are you up to, you softy? Eh? You softy dog. What are you? You just want attention, Louis. You just want attention. You are such a softy, aren't you, Lulu? What are you doing? What are you doing? Look at it. Look at it. Why are you? He does this all the time. What are you doing? Hey, what's up? What's up? What is it? What? Why you just stood there? Louis? Why you just stood there, mate? You lie down there? You gonna lie down there? Or are you just stretching? What are you up to, mate? What are you up to? What are you up to, Louis? What are you up to? Can I get on one streaming now? No? Okay. What? Louis? What are you up to? Louis? You just want attention, mate. You just want attention. I'm trying to stream. I'm trying to stream out there, mate. I'm trying to stream. You just want to lie down there. Where'd the fucking cat go? She was just on my bed. Doggy would be like, give me attention, literally. I'm trying to solve a murder, mate. I'm trying to solve a murder, aren't I? Now he's just lay. Now he's just lay on my rug. He's just lay there. You can see his head. He's just lay on my rug there. You just want to chill out here, don't you? Okay, let's go back to the attention center and see if there's anything else I missed. I'll be so pissed off. Right, anything. Detention center. Let's see if Walkie's here. I think that was it. I think that was it. Don't cry, Angel. Daddy's back at Daddy's. Oh, you again. They just call himself Daddy. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why did he just... I don't know why. I don't know why. Do you always have to announce your entrances like that? Man, my old man, man. Now I'm in a funk and it's his fault. One can only assume that his father tried to teach him a lesson and failed, clearly. You two got your work cut out for you, straight up. Of course I don't care if they lock me up. I'm ready to go. Some days I wonder why I do what I do. Hey man, you won't see me bugging about 1 or 2 guilty charges. What if you're found guilty of the murder? Hey, it's all experience, you feel me? Shy? Like a badge of honor. Nah. They don't give the death penalty, do they? No. You didn't really do it, did you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. If I've learned one thing today, it's that silence speaks louder than words. Man, my old man is whack. Disappointing, that's what he is. I heard he wants to leave the mob. Over my dead body! I spent my life trying to keep it real, being an OG and never stepping down. Now my old man wants to go soft? Fine, let him. Just leave me out of it. The day I get out of the clink, that's the day Alita and I start the next generation of the Kitaki family. Please don't talk as though you assume you're going to jail, for my sake. Let's show him his chart. Don't examine. Present. Huh? What's that? Some kind of x-ray? Wait. That's right, Wookie. It's yours. Hey, look, I don't smoke or nothing. I live long, right? It's an x-ray of your heart, dumbass. I don't think he gets it, Apollo. Take a closer look. Here, in particular. Where it says nurse, it says Alita Tiala. Huh. You liars do your homework. So, you met Miss Tiala when you... Yeah, I met her at the clinic, so... Oh my god, I just realized that he has whiskers on his face. I don't know why I just realized that. It looks like a fucking cat. Fine, I'll tell you how we met if you want to know that bad. About half a year ago, I was shot during a little tough war with another family, the Raviels, which is the most fucking obvious name ever. But they came in and got me, hauled me off to the docks. The why can't I say it now? The Maracactus clinic. That's where I met her, my fallen angel. He's just asleep next to me. The dog's just asleep next to me. You can kind of see him you can kind of see him there, I guess. There's a little bit of him in there. You mean Alita Tiala? She was scared of me at first, turns out. But you know what they say, the bad guy always gets the ladies. Right. She was done with that clinic anyhow. So I was like, I'll take you on, woman. Straight gangster style. Guess what she said? What did she say? Come on, give it some thought. She said it real quiet, like on the download, know what I'm saying? I'll leave if you'll marry me. So that was the proposal? You know it, an oath of love right there in the hospital room. Just like that, the OP was done and we were out here. Bless, yeah, he's just asleep. He usually just like chills out downstairs on the couch, or goes in my dad's room. But I don't know why he's just like chilled up here. He just chilled up here for some reason. Just like that, the op was done and we were out of there. See you later, bye. And about that op, yeah, it didn't go so well after all, did it? I know about the report. I know it's still in me. This health checkup was the boss's idea, you said. Yeah, can you imagine? What's the point of living healthy when you're a G? You know what I'm saying? But didn't you learn about the bullet at that checkup? Yeah. That's when I knew that the doc had to pay. Figured I could get that cap pulled after I got my revenge. And I am still living large now, aren't I? Incidentally, had you ever had a health checkup before? Nah, my old man suddenly gets this idea that we all gotta get checkups. Guess he's getting older, I mean. Okay, let's present the sandals, because I think I have an idea of who these are. Okay, you don't happen to recognize these, do you? Hey, sure I do. I was the one who bought them for her. For Miss Tiala? Yeah, a birthday present. She's got mad little feet. Mad. So cute, man. So these sandals are hers. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. What's up with the funky vibes? Sandals okay to the court record. Let's go. I don't think there's anything we can really talk to him again about. Nope. Let's go. Let's go to here, Eldon's house. I think this is the last place before the end of this investigation and we can start on the last trial. Mr. Eldoon, we've been looking all over for you. What's the matter, Trucy doll? Apollo, show him what we found. Nothing like expert advice. I suppose he's a doctor still. Mr. Eldoon, is everything okay? I'm just so happy. I just thought my doctor days were gone for good. Mr. Eldoon. Oh yeah, let's present him the checkup. Mr. Eldoon, could you take a look at this? A medical chart? Hey, you shouldn't go around taking these from clinics. That's Walkies. What a sudden silence, Mr. Eldoon. What? What's going on here? That's what we want to know. The chart belongs to my client. He's on trial on suspicion of murder. On trial? That's crazy. You can't put him on trial. He's ABD. ABD? All but dead. He's knocking on the pearly gates and someone's about to answer. Can you tell us why? Not gonna lie, I thought he was gonna say ADD. Well, permit me to speak as a surgeon. You listen up good now, son. No way, it's like he's a completely different person. Well, according to this chart, this Waki Kitaki fella's not doing so well. He's got a bullet right up the side of his heart. That's right. Yeah, but this chart talks about the post-op. In other words, the operation is already finished. But can you still see that bullet stuck out in there? Why would it still be in there after the operation to remove it? Well, about the only reason I can think of is it was too tricky to operate on. What? That bullet stuck as a bug there next to the aorta, which is connected to the heart. Heck, that scrap of metal is just surrounded by blood vessels. Kind of a miracle. 2 millimeters to either side and there'd be some serious bleeding going on there. Not something your average doc be able to figure with. You mean, it took a miracle to get that bullet stuck where it is. It takes more than a miracle to take it out. It takes a magician. True, see? I wanted to make rabbits disappear. I haven't learned bullets yet. Of course, with the heart pumping and lungs working, that bullet's on the move. I'd give him another half a year tops. But Waki's operation was already half a year ago. That's why I'm saying you're out of time. This kid shouldn't be on trial. He should be on an operating table. Great, just great. How could Dr. Maractus do such a terrible thing? How could he just leave that bullet in there? I got a pretty good idea of how he felt. An emergency operation. He's got the kid's chest open on the table. Then he finds that bullet. That's despair right there, Trucy doll. Cold despair. Despair. But the only thing he could do is sew the boy back up. He wasn't expecting the situation to go, admitting he couldn't take it out. The Kitakis. You bet. This kid's their only son, I hear. So he skips the operation and Waki's back on the street living his life. Of course, it's only a matter of time before his heart hemorrhages and he drops cold. How awful. And which doctor would they take him to? Maractus. He's got enough ties to them. He's got enough ties to them. He could probably cover up the truth of what happened. That's just horrible. He left Waki to die. There's a darkness in this world, Trucy doll. Waiting hungry. Compared to it, these gangs turf wars like kids games. Andy's off and Louis off. When you're up against real evil, and my moon lamp has finished charging. Well, it don't matter if you're weak or strong. It'll take you all the same. You're a surgeon, right, Mr. Eldoon? And I need to take my phone off charge as well. You could operate on Waki, couldn't you? I wish. What? I'm afraid there ain't nobody in the country that could. Maybe not even in the world. So Waki is really lucky to be alive even now. No. There's one problem, Apollo. This chart. Look at the nurse section. Alita Tiala. That's right, this operation was how they met. Yeah, the problem is she knew. She knew about Waki's condition guaranteed. Why didn't she ever tell him? It doesn't make sense. Money. For the money. If she knew about her patient was in serious danger, You think she'd want to get that second operation before getting engaged? What was she thinking? Apollo. Money. She wants money. What were you thinking, Elita Tiala? She wants money. I can guarantee you she wanted the money. She wanted the money. I can guarantee you. Let us move on to the trial. Let's move on to the last trial. I know I've been streaming for 2 hours already, but I want to get this case done. Yes, continue on to the next chapter. This is it. The big day. Did you get any sleep? Probably not. Yeah, I went to bed at 1 a.m. or so. Oh, what time did you wake up? 3 a.m. That's only 2 hours, Apollo. But at least you have me. And Mr. Hat. And the amazing Mr. Hat. He's looking at you, kid. Good luck today, Apollo. That voice. Phoenix! Hey, get any sleep? Mr. Wright, I was going out of my mind with boredom, so I signed myself earlier today. Somehow that place makes fake piano playing at the Indochine pasta joint seem almost fun. Daddy, do you know who Prosecutor Gavin's witness is today? Take a guess. How about Little Plum? That Sherman tank of a mom? Nope, guess again. That's too bad, you know. Speaking of mums, you need to find me a new mummy one of these days, Daddy. It's barely morning and you're already, Trucy. Okay, so this is why I don't buy the father-daughter relationship. So, Mr. Wright, do you know who the prosecution's witness is? Alita Tiala, your client's fiancée. She's going to be a witness? That seems odd. Why would she testify against her own fiancé? You have to wonder what Gavin's up to. Something's going down today, that much is clear. Well, not to worry, I've got my panties back. If we can't find a killer, I'll pull one out of there. Court is now in session for the trial of Waki Kitake. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is warmed up and it's a sold-out house. Very well, to recap. While yesterday's witness seemed more guilty than any other party, guilty of panty snatching, we did find out one thing for certain. There were 3 people in the park at the time of the murder. The witness, the victim, and the defendant. Correct, Her Judge. And today I'd like to do something a little new age. I'd like to take a look at this horrible crime from the outside. The outside? The acquisition of the murder weapon, the preparation for the act. Our poor defendant told all, you see, to his betrothed. His betrothed? His fiancée, Her Judge. His partner for life, with no chance for parole. How did this judge become a judge and not know betrothed meant fiancé? Very well. You may show the lucky lady to the stand. Your name and occupation, Fräulein. Alita Tiala, my occupation is future wife. Ah, traditional values. I respect that. Too many brides these days can't even weave baskets blindfolded underwater. That is so random. Why? Yeah, you're here today as a back from lurking. Welcome back, Nordic. Welcome back. Yeah, you're here today as a witness for the prosecution. To be honest, I didn't want to testify at first, but I couldn't hide the truth. How's it going? It's going pretty good so far. We have just started the last trial of this case, and yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Slightly tired, but I am gonna go to bed like almost straight after I upload this one to my YouTube drafts. So yeah. So yeah, it's all going good. It's all going good. Honestly, another admirable trait. How you doing, Nordic, by the way? How you doing, Nordic? Fräulein, is it true that on the day of the crime, the defendant Waki Kitake confessed his plans? His plans? For murder? Yes. The witness will please give her testimony to the court. I have a Discord ping that I wanted to check. Okay, there we go. It was the day that the family health checkup results came back. When Waki found out that Dr. Maractus had lied, he flew into a rage. I'll teach him, he said. He took one of the family's pistols, the pistol that we have and is the murder weapon. And you already know what happened that night. I just don't see how anyone but Waki could have done it. So the pistol did belong to the Kitaki family then? Yes, with regards to this, an investigation is underway at the Kitaki mansion on charges of the possession of illegal firearms. And the bullet that took the victim's life, was it fired from the pistol the defendant procured? Yes, this has been proven. How can you prove something like that? Bullets carry marks from the barrel that fired them called rifling marks. Rifling marks? Think of them as being a gun's fingerprint left on every bullet it fires. And when did you first hear about Waki's plan? It was the day of the murder. I should have stopped him. I just didn't think he would actually do it. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Boom. We gotta save before we actually cross-examine them. Because just in case this witness testimony, this cross-examination goes horrifically wrong, at least we can start back at the thing. I have an idea of which one to start on. So, with the last statement, on the gun, that actually is no fingerprints. So, press this one. How can you say that for certain? How?
Objection!
Herr Forehead, you will refrain from badgering the Fräulein. It was the defendant, Waki, was it, who took the pistol from his home? We know this for a fact now. I suppose we do. So how could anyone else have used this pistol to shoot the victim? They could not. Simple logic, yeah? That does seem to be the case. Does the defense have anything to say regarding this point? Could someone else have used that pistol? Yeah, there was another person. Based on your testimony, there was clearly another. One other person had access to that pistol. What's this? Interesting. Let's ask the defense then. Tell the court who the other person was. Lita. That's a Lita. Well, of course. I mean, you, Miss Tiala. Me? But why? You're quite clear when you told the court. You heard about the pistol from the defendant on the day of the murder. In other words, you knew what he was planning. Let me get this straight. You intend to tell us that this lady stole the pistol from her fiancé and killed a man in cold blood on his behalf? I've heard of people doing strange things for love, but this does seem a bit unfathomable, to be sure. I'm all for romance and for supporting your partner in life, to be sure, but I think I would hesitate at murder. I'd hope you'd do more than hesitate. But what if a different connection could be proven? Connection between the witness and the victim. We might find that she has a personal motive beyond wanting to help her fiancé. That would put things in a slightly different light. What personal connection are you suggesting here? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think that the police never looked inside that safe. I have evidence showing a connection between the witness and Miss Tiala and the victim. That being the chart. That looks like a medical chart. Found inside a safe at the Maractus clinic. I'd like to draw the court's attention to the names written on the chart. What? Miss Tiala. Whatever. Why is your name on this chart? Well, care to explain the meaning of this, Miss Tiala? I'm not sure what you mean by meaning, Mr. Justice. Our warm little fiancé just froze over. I was on staff at that clinic until half a year ago. It was boring, so I quit. That's all. Is there a problem with that? Miss Tiala, you testified that you had no connection to the victim, and I don't. Now? I quit half a year ago, didn't I? So there's no connection. Let me guess, you're the kind of guy who can't rest until he knows every last detail of his girlfriend's past. Am I right? That's not true at all. I embrace the ones I love. Hold on. There's no connection now. Doesn't fly in a court of law. Doesn't fly? She's one tough nut. She probably feels right at home with the Kitakis. You left your job at the Maractus clinic, true. but you remain connected somehow. Very well, Mr. Justice. Shows evidence that proves the witness is still connected to the Maractus Clinic. That would be... I'm feeling...
Take that!
Her sandals. Her sandals. These sandals were found in the Maractus Clinic lobby. They're yours, aren't they? Ah. Well, who knows? I'm sure there are lots of people with those sandals. So sorry, Frelin, but your act isn't working. Your moment of hesitation just now cost you. What's with you? I thought you were on my side. Perhaps you are unaware that toes leave toe prints. A simple analysis of these sandals will reveal it all. Well, now we see your true colours. I was wrong to cooperate with you from the beginning. I just wanted you to help get a Wocky back on the straight and narrow. This court thinks you need to worry less about Wocky and more about yourself. It sounds as though we need to hear a bit more about your story. Your sandals were found in the entrance to the clinic, which means you went there on the day of the murder. Well, there's little point in denying it. Very well, the witness will tell us about this visit. Why did you go to the Maractus Clinic that day? Yeah, why did you go? I did go to the clinic that day. My first time in half a year since I quit in January. I went to warn him. After all, I knew Wocky had the pistol. The doctor always was a timid man, too timid to admit his own mistake. Why else would I have gone? I'm not hiding any dark secrets. I wanted to tell him to be careful as an old friend. To be careful, yeah, right. By mistake, you mean... the mistake we heard about from the defendant. The botched operation. He was a timid man, but I never wished him harm. I just thought I should let him know, you know? That does make sense. Yes, but there's still one thing. Yeah, but there's still one thing that which does not. What's that, Prosecutor Gavin? The sandals left in the lobby, of course. We can assume she wore these sandals to the clinic, yeah? Then why did she not wear them home? If it were me, I would have worn them home. I would have worn those sandals home too. So why were the sandals left behind? He pointed out the contradiction before me. There's probably a good explanation for this, right, Miss Tiala? Say, for instance, there happened to be a similar pair of sandals there, which you wore home by mistake. Actually, that's right. I'm impressed, Mr. Gavin. Oh, it is nothing. There is, after all, no other possible explanation. Yeah, forehead. Oh, what the? Not fair! He's filling the holes in her testimony. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Surely that's illegal, right? Or, like, very, very frowned upon, at least. Because otherwise that's not a, like, you know... that's, like, false memories, isn't it? Therefore, not a reliable testimony. Okay, which one do I press? Oh, press her on even. That's where it's gone. You maybe are hiding some dark secrets. No dark secrets, eh? What? Look at me however you want, Mr. Justice. You won't find a thing. She's hiding something, I know it. I must have some evidence that proves it too. You're free to think whatever you like. I went to that clinic with only one thought in mind. I'm not hiding any dark secrets. Maybe you probably are.
Objection!
This chart was found inside a safe in the doctor's office. Yes. Why would this one chart be in that safe? Miss Tiala, you know why it was, don't you? Mind filling me in? Dr. Maractus didn't have the leisure of making mistakes. That's why he wrote a false report, keeping the truth locked away. Badder, Doctor. This is where you come in, Miss Tiala. The nurse who filled this chart was you, which means you knew about Wocky's failed operation. Interesting. You are in the same position as Dr. Maractus. Kind of makes it hard to claim no connection, doesn't it? You're bored for a novice, I'll give you that. Mr. Justice, you must know I was only a nurse. The doctor is responsible for the chart's contents. This chart business seems to be quite important. Please amend your testimony accordingly. Too bad a little tiny. Bracelet time? Bracelet time. Bracelet time. My bracelet's reacting again. What is it, Apollo? I found my bracelet tightened just now. Your bracelet? Just like yesterday, like you said. When a witness is unsure of something, their nervous habit gives them away. But I can't see anything, Apollo. Eh? And what's my bracelet reacting to? Wait, maybe. Yes, that has to be it. What has to be it? Your senses, Apollo. They must be sharper than mine. Huh? I can't see it, but you can sense it. I don't know about that, Trucy. I don't have some kind of special power or anything. Listen to me, Apollo. There's a weak point somewhere in Miss Tiala's testimony. We don't know what her nervous habit is. But then what do? You have to perceive it yourself, Apollo. With your own eyes and your senses. Then it's up to me and my bracelet. I don't know why, but then the bracelet helps. Somehow touching it helps me focus. Let's give it a shot and bring down that testimony. Let's have a look. Again. Right.
Gotcha!
Miss Tiala, you're unsure about something, aren't you? Not as unsure as you are. Wow, she sure showed you. I've got to focus and find her habit. Find that. And I'll find the weak spot in her testimony. Wait, I forgot we could move around this. We need to hit that again.
Gotcha!
Okay. Why go to the clinic for half-a-year-old testimony now, you ask? But you know why you would go now, don't you? I don't know what you're talking about. This is such a trippy sequence. It was quite clear, Miss Tiala. You have a nervous habit. The moment you said the word now, you used your right thumb to fiddle with your ring. What? She was unsure, I saw it. Now. That's the key word. The child wasn't a part of your past. It was a clear present threat. That's ridiculous. Why, if that were the case, I would have had 6 months to do something about it. Indeed, yeah? Which means something happened quite recently. Something to make that child a problem for you now. I've got her on the ropes now, I can feel it. Time to strike that killing blow with evidence. Miss Tiala, there's no use trying to hide it. The child became a threat to you now because of this. What are you doing? Because of his death? Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm gonna look at it. I'm not sure. Let me see. Oh wait, the checkup report. Forgot about that. A health checkup report belonging to the defendant. The Kitakis are trying to get out of the business. The health checkup this month was their first ever. What do you think when you heard about this? Oh, nothing. Why should I think anything? Oh, I would think you were positively beside yourself because you were afraid. You knew what Waki's chest X-ray would reveal. Ugh, A full half a year had passed since the operation. You thought you were home free when the child came back to haunt you. There we go. Caught her in a contradiction. That's all, Your Honor. But what just happened? Did the witness just admit to lying? I sensed it. There's a great aura emanating from her forehead. Very cool. So the lady was lying, it seems. That's correct. She said she has no connection to the Maracatics clinic even, but her connection was deep indeed, a bit too deep. If the Kitakis got a hold of this child with her name, she'd be finished. Isn't that right, Miss Tiala? You guessed it. Order! I did it. I broke her testimony. Amazing, Apollo. I didn't see it at all. Daddy was right about you. Wait. Miss Tiala? It's true. That child was bad news for me. That's why I went to meet the doctor that day. But that's all. I told him about walking and went home. It appears this cross-examination is far from over. What? She hid the truth from us. This is clear, yet it is not clear that this truth has anything to do with the case at hand. Very well. The witness will add this to her testimony. And we'll have a bit more cross-examination. Ah, so close. You're still close. Keep on her, Apollo. I want him and I left. Did you?
Objection!
So there's a bullet in the back of her safe and I don't see how the person who broke in could have, you know, pew. You said nothing happened in the doctor's office. I disagree. Take a look at this. What's that? It looks like a squished up ball of clay. Kind of like you, actually. This bullet was found in the Maractus clinic office. Something did happen in that office, Miss Tiala. Enough of this joking around. The police investigated that clinic.
Objection!
Ah, but this was stuck inside the doctor's safe. Inside the safe? I guess the police didn't check that part. But there is a problem. How can you say that bullet was fired on the day? Weren't you the one who explained rifling marks to us? The pistol was taken from the Kentucky mansion that day. If the marks on this bullet matched the murder weapon, then that proves the firearm was discharged in that office on the day of the murder. Not bad. Her forehead. Bailiff, have this bullet analysed immediately. 30 minutes later, a report arrives. The rifling marks on both bullets are identical. Well, it seems as though the bullet in the safe was fired from the murder weapon. Perhaps the defense would like to state their position. The bullet in that safe proves one fact. A pistol was fired in that office on that day. And at the time of firing, the safe was open. The safe which contained the top secret chart. Do you think someone was threatening Dr. Maractus in order to open the safe? Only one person was in a position to do such a thing. Our witness, Alita Tiala. Order. Mr. Justice, where are you going with this? Are you accusing the witness? Alita Tiala knew about Waki Kitaki's botched operation. She got engaged to him without telling him about it. As long as that bullet remained in his chest, his days were numbered. What if she married him and then the bullet finally reached its destination? What? That reminds me. Apparently the Kitakis have been asserting themselves in lawful business practices. They're making quite a great deal of money, a fortune if you will. Nefarious, so she planned to marry him just to get her hands on this fortune. You keep talking trash about my Alita, and I'll sue you, lawyer man. Huh? Me? Yeah, you said you'd abuse my Alita. No, that's not what I said. I think you mean accuse. Same difference. Well, you can't have her. She's mine. No. This guy's a dumbass. And he's the same age as me. I'm just saying he's a dumbass. It was me. I shot that doctor, me. He left me to die, so I left him to die too, there in that pack. Wookie, just cool down a second. You keep your hands off my Alita or I'll... Miss Tiala? I'm sorry, it's been so long since I've laughed so hard. Something funny? Wookie, wake up and smell reality. Alita, baby? The signature on the chart, the engagement? I mean, come on, it's so obvious. Even for a brainless, spoiled brat such as yourself. Alita, your honesty is like a breath of foul air, Fryland. Hey, I wasn't getting out of this clean anyway. So the family fortune is what you're really after. That's right, I wanted the money. No way, that's whack. I ain't trying to hear that. Should have done the wedding earlier. Oh well. By the way, can I ask you a question? Who, me? I believe you said you were going to abuse me? Accuse. Of what crime, might I ask? Huh? Oh, I'm a bad girl. Sure, I got close to that brat because I wanted his money. But he was the one with the pistol. He could have fired it into his safe after I had already left the clinic. What? I would never do such a thing, and that was definitely that silly brat. Wait, but what are you talking about? Trucy, you had the most to lose if that chart was found. I didn't have a pistol now, did I? Well, you could have taken Wookie's. You think he'd have mentioned that, no? All I've heard him say is, it was me, I shot him. That's only because he's trying to protect you. Sorry to intrude in this lovely conversation, but the two of you are forgetting one critical point. What point? Certainly the Fräulein wanted that chart. You seem she had threatened the doctor into opening the safe, but then wouldn't she have taken the chart? Oh, you see, that chart wouldn't have been left in that safe. Ah, he's right. Miss Tiala. Yes? It is clear to this court that you are not a very good fiancé. Oh, I'm flattered. Perhaps it's time you told us the truth. Yeah, tell us the fucking truth. Tell us about yourself, including your actions and whereabouts on that day. Don't forget, we've proven that you are at the Maracactus clinic on the day of the crime. Witness testimony. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it, so I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you? And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not. You went back later? That chart was dangerous, you understand? I needed to get rid of it, that's why I went there that day. But you couldn't get the chart then, could you? And later that night, Dr. Maractus was shot. I heard about the shooting, waited a day, but then I had to go back. No easy feat with the cops all over the place. Ah, that was you? Ah, Apollo! That sound! It came from behind this door. Someone's in there. A break-in! They left through that window. So you were the burglar. That was you two? If only I had one more minute, then I could have opened that safe and gotten the chart. What? That's trespassing, and brazen at that. Oh, is this a trial for trespassing now? Besides, they got the blame a girl for wanting to protect herself. They are gangsters, you know. In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination. I'd admitted to the little crime to avoid the big one, eh? Cross-examination time, baby. Time to save again, guys. Time to save again. Oh my god, I have a nitchy nose. I was right in. Did you know that? The doctor was shot in the right temple. Yes. So it seems. Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple. Yes, we heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Now, he was standing here! Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shot.
Objection!
But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime. But he was standing north next to the trash can where he tossed those panties. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't hit the right temple. Silly attorney. Oh, what? Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning? Do you remember, Tracy? I always have a glass of milk for breakfast. What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was mistaken. But his location was proven. You can't write that off as being mistaken. Then why didn't you show us her forehead? Show you what? Must I explain everything? Very well. Let's recap. If the witness, panties guy, was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim? But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple? Ahaha, I merely laid out the facts for us. It's up to the one possessing the shiny forehead to show us. Why the fuck are you obsessed with Apollo's forehead? Jesus Christ. If you can, that is. Walkie Kitaki was standing at the killer mark, Wesley Stickler at the witness mark, and of course Pal Maractus was at the victim mark. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Where was the killer standing when they shot the victim? Someplace else. As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location. What are you talking about? I don't see any other place. Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
Objection!
It's time to raise the roof and the stakes. Eh? Penalties are such friendly things, don't you think? But what if they are a bit more terrifying? Full penalty. This is gonna be a full penalty. Oh. Double penalty. Okay. Like so. Double penalty. Our forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then he must be ready for challenges ahead. Challenge accepted. It's justice time. Are you sure, Apollo? The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from here. Boom. Yeah.
Take that!
Yeah. I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Miss Alita Tiala. What do you mean? Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. We should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. He shouted just as he told us in his testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired. The victim was hit in the right temple. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Which direction was his right temple facing at the moment? That's right, towards the noodle stand. Order. So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
Objection!
Let's think about this in a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand, which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the car behind him. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along. There's something we should not worry about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place? Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone's hiding in the stand. We've not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand. Can I prove it? You want evidence that someone was in that stand? I've got it right here. We got this. Intriguing. Let's see what you've got. Show us proof that someone was hiding in the noodle stand. Boom. I'm going with this one. The Maractus clinic, and they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene. And a single slipper print was found at the scene, right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand.
Objection!
Yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith? Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. The slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path. Yeah, you still cannot say this is a footprint yet. Why not? You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand that slipper found? That's just dumb. Yeah, you dumbass, dumbass Clavier. One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there. You have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand? Oh, I think I might be onto something. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be... Well, Mr. Justice? Do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand? I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. Bowl. Because we found the bowls in the clinic, didn't we? This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldon's noodle stand. Yes, and what about it? We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday in the lobby of the Maractus clinic. A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic. Mr. Eldon was very clear about those bowls. Well, I don't care who did it. Without the stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too. Yeah, the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside that noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala. Stop! Oh, come on. I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. The worse lies than these spoiled brat's pickup lines. I would like to remind the witness of her current status. This court does not consider you entirely innocent. Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale. In any case, the defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus. More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale. Then please, pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself. This is it. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside it? Time to get to the bottom of this case. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kitaki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. For some reason, he thought the Kitakis had sent it. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to him. You knew about the botched operation, so you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself. I won't make excuses. And I did want the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that Brat got his health checkup report, and that he was coming to settle the score. I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over. Saving. We gotta save first. Before we do this. Cross-examination in case it goes horribly wrong. You didn't just talk to him, did you?
Gotcha!
You didn't just talk to him, did you? You tried to shoot the guy. All I did was talk and lie. And what? Show me proof. I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip up in confidence and they give it all away. The proof is you, Miss Tiala. All I did was talk to him. You claim. You can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say those words. My twitch? What are you talking about? You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf. What? This is working better than I'd hoped. Her unconscious actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies, 2 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth. Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth. It seems like when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Miss Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in the Maractus Clinic office. Now I've got the proof that shows exactly what happened.
Take that!
What's that? You're touching your scarf again. There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken and there's a red splotch in the cord. Eh? Seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp state. Well, spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is killing me. Very well. The answer is very simple. Miss Alita Tiala, please remove your scarf. Don't squeakers.
Objection!
This is a trial to determine what happened in that park. Yet we seem to have drifted off target. We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf, I want to do it. This is insane. I'm an unrelated third party. You can't order me to remove my scarf. Miss Tiala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven. What? You're hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf. No! Do it. Fucking do it. We all know you did it anyways. I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I, Miss Alita Tiala? Holy shit. Your neck. That isn't what I think it is. Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get that chart back no matter what it took. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol, you could do it. But wait, looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened. Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness specifically. You tried to find Dr. Maractus and he attacked you. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic. We know it happened. We know it was you. Order. We know you were there, Lisa. Just confess up. Will someone please tell me what really happened? I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you. Looks like my clinic's seen its last patient. We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me. So you can save your own skin. What? I know what you're up to. What you want in with the family. And if they see the chart, you're finished. Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I want some company. You! And what happened next? He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that card. Pal Maractus was serious, deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out. So, you were the victim. And the red splotch on the card was your lipstick. I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy now? I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim I then snuck into that noodle stand. But how could I? Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself. I'm sorry. I guess I'm nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I told you everything. Can I go home now? You bear some responsibility for events that day, true. Yet if you are also a victim, this court would owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala. When did this happen? Certainly everyone's sympathizing with her. I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo. I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala? No, we don't. Very well, this finishes the final examination of this. Thank you, Clavier, for that objection. Nice, Priscilla. Not so fast, this party's just getting started. Now we rock. What? Those spikes on your head are softer than they look. Or do you not have the stomach to go all the way? Prosecutor Gavin, Pal Maractus choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. But what happened next? He's right, there's more we don't know. But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand? Alita Tiala, half dead, Dr. Maractus pulling that stand, and a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand. What if it's all true? They might have already figured out what truly happened that night. Miss Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet. You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you? You too, Prosecutor Gavin. Me? Fräulein, I only wish to know the truth. Well, let's go over what we've learned up until now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still inside him. So he took a pistol from the family stash with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine. And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki, so she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him in order to get rid of the chart with her signature. But then, something happened. She got strangled. Sounds like he figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold. But what about Dr. Maractus? There does seem to be a problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala. Perhaps he thought to death. What did he do after his crime? I was just knocked out, not dead. From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, her forehead, care to guess? Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do? Well, maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Do you have evidence to show what he did? The noodle stand.
Take that!
And his next move, Dr. How do you say his name? Maractus. He stole Guy Eldon's noodle stand. What, killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole a noodle cart? It wasn't so random. Remember all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls? Maybe because the stand was heavy, or he wanted to put something in the stand in there in its place. Ah, wait, you don't mean I do? Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Miss Tiala. My corpse? Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd kill you. Killed you even. His next move would be to dispose of the body. That's crazy talk. You're all crazy. Then let's think about it. Logically, the doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind, but on his way there, he should have ridden into, but the defendant walked to attack you. I question your logic. What's this, Prosecutor Gavin? The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with? Because the dead end is where he wanted to bury her body. That's right, he had no reason to go there. Oh, now I get it. It's a trick. The spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand. Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination. What? Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was headed with the stand. Here, please show on a diagram. So where exactly was the victim dragging that stand? Here. The river. I don't really talk about the river that much in this case. Yeah, that's a river. Yes, Your Honor, I scarcely need to explain why. A perfect place to dispose of a body. He was going to throw me into that river? He didn't have many other options, Fräulein. I believe this clears up all the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside the stand, you Miss Elisa Tiala. Ugh. And then, the denouement? Wesley Stickler, of the panty-snatching fame, walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts, in that instant. And then she wakes up. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, blah. So, I shot him. You're the only one who could have stolen Wocky's pistol. It had to be you. Well, Miss Tiala? Nice work. You mean I'm right? I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story to get that spoiled brat off the hook. You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park? Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows whereof I speak. Whereof what? Can't believe she's still trying to deny it. Is this true, Professor Gavin? Must I always be the one to point out her forehead's errors? Maybe there really is something. I believe the Fräulein speaks of her doctor's car. His car? That's right, the Maractus clinic has that big garage, in which sat a green sports car, was it? Why would he steal that stand in the first place? If he wanted to carry a body, he would have used his car. Ugh. And so we find out a victim without probable cause to steal that stand, and our defense without a case. I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken. I have one excellent counter-argument, Fräulein. Too bad you're quite wrong. Eh? Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy. Daddy? That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car. Oh my god, I forgot it was run over. Oh yes, I nearly forgotten about that. Yeah, so did I. Afterward, he drove it back to that garage. It ran fine. That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car? A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead. No. No! Order, order, order. Well, Mr. Justice? Why didn't Mr. Maractus use his car to carry the body? Is that going to surrender, I hear? Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. Everything I've learned. Mr. Justice, this contradiction casts doubt on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will explain to us what happened that night. The car didn't run. I'm going to go with that because what was up the exhaust? Trucy's pants. I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car. Ha! Now you're making even less sense than usual. Not according to my information, Miss Tiala. Put one and one together and the explanation is simple. If it's so simple, perhaps you could show us some evidence. Show us proof why the car wouldn't run that night.
Take that!
Let's see now. Panties? Again? All sorts of things come out of my panties. Even the truth. Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties, the latest in a string of similar thefts actually. But that night, the statue was caught in the act. By Trucy, no less. A brave young girl chased the thief until he hid in the Maractus Clinic garage. What? The statue hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them. Why, weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe? Exactly. By the way, I learned something yesterday. A very important piece of information. And I learned it from you, Prosecutor Gavin. And so you're here investigating? And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost. Your hog? My motorcycle was that, a clogged exhaust pipe. Too bad, it looks like such a nice bike too. Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same. Clog the exhaust and they won't run. Right, how interesting. Well, Miss Tiala and the doctor was struggling. The panty snatcher stuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start. What? That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. It was the next closest thing he could think of. Well, Miss Tiala? This wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think. So it does. Where? Where am I? So dark, can't see. Cramped. The pain. My throat's burning. What's your problem? You, Doc, I know what you did. Ah! Walkie. You lied to me, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man. Wait, let me explain. Fine, I'll give you your last request. Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me. No, he'll ruin everything. I have to stop him. Cease this at once, you two. She is so guilty. She is so done in for. Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out. Oh well, too bad. There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand? In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running. I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. I keep wanting to call him Strickler instead of Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police, which is when I made my escape. Which is when you left that slipper print. Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint though. That was your mistake. No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for my help, Mr. Justice. I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone would get Waki declared guilty, it was you. Huh? What? I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts. Prosecutor Gavin, how is Mr. Lita Tiala doing? She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now. Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost. I think he already knew. He figured out she was the killer a while ago. Some advice, now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days. He lost, but I didn't get to win either. Something the matter, her forehead? Looks like it's time to announce a verdict. No. Guilty! Yeah! Yeah, not guilty! Court is adjourned. We're now in the defendant lobby. Great job, Apollo. You did it. Yeah, we did. Somehow. Waki's off the hook. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be. And here's you to thank. Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to Maya Loans. Or to blame, I guess. You gave Maya Loans a bag. Stupid pointy-headed attorney with a death wish. Enough, Waki. Oh, it's the head guy. I forgot his name. Ah, Mr. Kitaki. Big wins. It's high time you opened your eyes, Waki. What do you know, old man? I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up the life, trying to become some kind of businessman. Don't talk about what you don't understand, Waki. I'm afraid the guard is going to throw them both out. If not in jail, wouldn't that be a happy ending? Hey, maybe we can help them out. We know why Mr. Kitaki needs to make so much money. Maybe we should tell Waki. Oh, Waki, Apollo has something to tell you. I do. Wait to put me on the spot. What's that? Show him the reason why, Apollo. Why is Mr. Kitaki trying to become a businessman? Check out the report. I think that's the reason. I think he's going to. They're going to start getting checkups and like trying to help him out. Think about it, Waki. Think about your condition. I talked with your mother, Little Plum, yesterday. It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is. She doesn't mean you aren't really, are you? I searched the globe and I found one. I don't think you can take the bullet out of you, Waki. But it's an expensive procedure. Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you? I won't use it. It was the gangster life that did this to you, Waki. I want to help you. I want to do it clean. Please understand, Waki. Dad. Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for Waki? Listen, good old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You try to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer. Right, Waki. No, it's as it should be. Mr. Kitaki, I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words, but I know a professional job when I see one. Thank you. Who? Me? I don't think. Someday, I'll make you one of our latest, the Kitaki lime pie. He's opening a pie shop. So long. See you, Mr. Kitaki. He was gone. Well, let's head back, Apollo. To the right editing agency. Hey, since when do I work at your agency? We make a good team. Don't just stand there. Let's get going. Why not? She did help me out. There's quite a few questions that still needs answered. Like this power of mine that she showed me. And my bracelet. If anyone can help me figure it out, it's her. Though I can't say I care much for what her father has become. Oh, that's right. We have to go someplace first. Huh? Where? Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Eldu. Salty noodles. Right, forgot about that. He's got his stand back already. Oh, and after that you can come see my show. With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat. Oh, it's a special, right? Please, anything but him. Finito. Woohoo! Woohoo! There we go. Let us save. Right there. Back. Return to the games menu. Our next episode is this one here. And we only have 2 more episodes left actually of the first game. We have episode 3 with Clavier in the front here. And episode 4 with Phoenix at the front here. So anyways, I hope you have enjoyed this stream. I'm probably going to raid out to someone. Yeah, our next case is called Turnabout Serenade. And let's go find, let's get Twitch. Let's get Twitch up. So, from who I follow, let's raid. Let's raid. Let's raid Scooby%. I'm pretty sure we raided her on Friday. Who did we raid on Friday? I don't remember. Let's go raid. Let's go raid. /raid Scooby%. Hope you go enjoy. Why? It's not back. It's not. Let me do it from OBS. So I have to. Wait. Let me just log in. Let me just log into Twitch. Because OBS is weird and I have to do a separate thing to log into I have to do a separate thing to log into my thing. I have to have a separate like browser extension to for chat and alerts. What is this fucking text coming? I swear to God. Resend. There we go. Is that it? There we go. There we go. Here we go. I should really lock these panels in. There we go. There we go. Now the raid has been created and I can put my glasses on because I'm paranoid about reflections. Anyways, we're going raiding Scooby. She's streaming with one of her mates tonight. Pretty sure she streams with one of her mates every Sunday, I think. Or every Friday, I'm not sure. Anyways, let's go raid her. Bye bye guys, hope you have enjoyed the stream. Thank you for coming to my first stream using OBS, and I shall see you guys on Friday. Bye bye guys, bye bye.